Yeah. You know, it comes a time in every man's life when we're ready to settle down and make things right, but only for that special one. We trying to make her you, but y'all want to keep playing games with these lanes. So make your next move your best move, cause we the best dudes. Oh yeah, don't settle for less, babe.
I can love you better than you can imagine. Take you from the madness. Girl, I don't know why you keep these lanes around. You wildin' out. Don't you settle for less.
What up, beauty queen? You know I really wanna invite you to my world and show you my unique persona. We can get together, steam it up like a sauna, take you on the natural high, no marijuana, just a bottle of wine, some ice chill prosecco. You holding on to that lame dude, you should let go. Who you was gonna be mine from the very get-go. I'm trying to make you white because you special. You got the best clothes, designer fresh clothes, make your own dough, on your home dough. Vehicle was fully paid for, that frame flame though. Selfie queen, you know your angles. Red bottom heels, 5 diamond encrusted bangles. We got the same goals, copping land and counting bankrolls. Creating generational wealth, so our seeds grow. I know your needs though, and you know mine's the same. It's an honor and a privilege to give you my last name.
I can love you better than you can imagine. Take you from the madness. Girl, I don't know why you keep these lanes around. You wildin' out. Don't you settle for less.
Trips and shopping sprees, you know that's mandatory. I'm trying to open your mind, peep the allegory. They say that love don't last, so let's change the story. I send my heart out to you, please come for me. Let's take control of our love. No conforming, late night love sessions lasting till the early morning. Cooking breakfast, but naked eggs, bacon and toast. Fried potatoes and onions, girl, I love you the most. When my body be aching, you rub the pain out. Roll up the Dutchess for me while I pour champagne out. I pour my heart and my soul, plus my pain out. You got a real one right shit, so leave them lanes out.
Easy gonna be, girl, you be. Please stop with the games. The mother lanes wasting your time, girl. Why they know we even in your phone? They always think it's time. You should just fuck with me. So don't settle, don't settle, don't settle for love.
Stacks with the facts. E&E. Real contender. RJ Adonis. Singing the hooks and the vibes. Yeah. So all my ladies, don't settle for less, babe. Don't let a wintertime hangout turn into a summertime bangout. You know what I mean? Get you one that's gonna be there in the season, baby. Don't settle for less. Know your worth, baby.
I can love you better than you can imagine. Take you from the back.
Know your self-worth.
Girl, I don't know why you keep these lanes around. Yeah, why the now? Don't you settle for less.
Yeah. What up? It's the man about town, Virgil Berry, aka Stacks with the Facts. What it do, man? And y'all know y'all tuned in to another episode of A Real Talk Podcast. You did, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? What's good with y'all? You know what I'm talking about, man? Hey, when I wrote that song right there, let me come up on you niggas real quick, man. Right? And when I wrote that song right there, right? You know what I'm saying? I wrote that song for y'all ladies. You did? I wrote that song for y'all. OG, what it do, man? Right? I wrote that song for y'all. Right? The song is called Settle for Less. You hear me? Ladies, you're going to have to settle eventually. Just make sure you don't settle for less. Uncle Diggity, what it do, man? Oh, you gon' settle, right? Or be by yourself. And I'm telling y'all right now, in times coming, it would not be a good idea for you to be alone and uncovered. I suggest you get with a real one and you shut your ass up and you get on this goddamn program and follow his leadership, man, his guidance, man. You get on his program and follow him, man. You know what I'm saying? And all y'all chicks out there that's making a lot of money, more than the average man is, man, listen, you're going to have to fall back, settle. Just don't settle for less, right? Because you're not going to get what you think you deserve, because actually what you deserve is what you think you don't want. Kev said it the best, man. Rest in the essence to Kev. A lot of y'all chicks think y'all better than the men y'all actually qualified for, right? And that's what kind of influenced me to write that song, right? Y'all gonna have to settle for guys who make less than you, because the dudes who make money like how y'all do, they don't want y'all, right? So you're gonna have to tone that shit down, humble yourself, go take you some femininity goddamn courses, shut your ass up, and let that man preside over that $175,000 a year salary your ass is making that you don't know what the fuck to do with it. Sitting up there just going on trips and shit and buying clothes and shit, living in condos, ain't bought a house, ain't invested in nothing, ain't gave back to the community, none of that shit. What's good with y'all though, man? How y'all doing tonight, man? You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day today in my city, sun shining. You know, talking about I went to a black-owned establishment today. You dig me, man? Matter of fact, this is how we're going to start this ladies' night off right here, all right? Don't settle for less, baby. You're going to settle. Just don't settle for less. You did. Please believe me when I tell you, if you don't settle, like my brother Red said, or my brother Red Supreme TV1 say, if she refused to compete, she will get left for the streets. Right? You don't serve your purpose, you're worthless. And that's facts, ladies. That's facts. That's facts. You don't serve your purpose, you're worthless. Right? You hear me? You know what I'm talking about? OG be hip, swift to hear and slow to speak when a man is talking. Like, yeah, shut your damn mouth. Straight like that, too. Listen, I know a lot of y'all chicks don't like to hear that, right? And I know y'all be thinking, like, especially when it comes to a guy like me, I'm tall, I got a nice size on me, I got a real deep baritone, commanding voice. And it may come off when I'm speaking like I'm being demanding, or I'm being like I'm being mean, or maybe I'm being a little bit too abrupt, right? Don't confuse being mean with being assertive, right? Straightforward, no games. I'm a man, I don't play, right? And when I'm talking, more than likely you should be shutting your ass up and listening, because you don't know more than me. I don't give a damn how many degrees you got. I don't give a damn how much money you done made. I don't care about none of that shit. That shit means nothing, right? And that's why I wrote the song Settle for Less. What up, beauty queen? I know you really wanna. Or should I say, what up, beauty queen? You know I really wanna invite you to my world. I want to invite you into my world. I'm not coming into your world. You coming into mine, right? Show you my unique persona. We can get together, steam it up like a sauna, take you on a natural roll high, no marijuana, right? Yo, talk about shut your ass up, like my man OG say, man. When men is talking, you be quiet. Rest in the essence is simple. Speak in the vernacular of silence. You don't talk until somebody say, you say something, baby, you got something you want to add? Right? You know you got you a real one if you bring her around your homies and she stay quiet the whole time. She don't speak unless somebody say something to her. That's how you know you got you a real one. Potentially. Right? But this is what I did for lunch today, lunch/dinner, because I try to make a habit out of not eating past 7 p.m. You know what I'm talking about? But I supported a black-owned business today. I suggest y'all do the same.
Yeah, what up, what up, what up? It's the man about town, Virgil, aka Stats with the Facts. And I'm back with another black-owned business, Red Ties,
what it do, man?
dinner and catering and restaurant in my city. And they known and they special, famous for their Grippo wings. Let me put a whole one up for y'all. These whole wings, Grippo wings, right? Now, y'all go Google Grippo's potato chips. So I'm going to try everything for y'all. We got the greens. You know, I'm a hood dude. I get the same stuff. When I get soul food, I get macaroni and cheese and greens unless I'm feeling special. Nice greens with the turkey. Mac. Grippo wings. If you're from Ohio, you know about these Grippos. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share us some near. Yeah, support a black-owned business. Yeah. What up? It's the man about town, Virgil, aka Stats with the Facts, man. And I'm back.
What y'all know about Grippo's potato chips, man? Lance Parker, what it do, man? My brother LP in the building, what it do, man? Huh? What y'all know about Grippo's potato chips, man? Huh? That's from Columbus. I ain't gonna say Columbus. That's some Ohio shit, right? I haven't seen Grippo's potato chips nowhere else in America, right? All these the best potato chips ever, right? Uncle Diggity, what you know about some Grippo wings, man? Y'all ain't hit to the Grippo's potato chips? I'll tell you, man, them Grippo wings slap. You hear me? Yeah, we definitely do, OG. Make sure y'all hit that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Share on your social engineering, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean, y'all? Y'all sit up there and support each other, man. We gotta support each other. Man, Uncle Diggity, listen here, man. Listen. All right, the Grippo's Potato Chip Factory is in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's a family from out of Cincinnati that started this company back in like 1959, 60, some stuff like that, right? All right, exclusively out of Ohio. Y'all got Donato's Pizza. If y'all got Donato's Pizza, John Grote is from Columbus, Ohio. His daughter, Jane Grote, runs the business now, right? She looked just like her dad, too. Anyway, Grippo's potato chips started and originated in Cincinnati, Ohio, just like the Kroger company did, right? And Grippo's, in my opinion, make the best potato chips ever, especially the best barbecue potato chips. And that's what I had today. I had the dust, the seasoning that they put on the Grippo's chips. They sell that in certain stores. Or you can order it offline off of Amazon. And what you do is when you get your wings fried out of that oil, what you do is you just toss them with that Grippo seasoning, dry rub, and toss it in like a bowl. Man, listen. You hear me, man? Go online, go to Amazon, and order you some of that Grippo seasoning. And put it on your chicken when you get done, man. Listen. You hear me, y'all, man? You know what I'm talking about? How y'all like last night's show, man? Was last night's show fire, y'all, or was it fire? Let me know. How did y'all like last night's show? Nah, they're not kettle cooked, Uncle Diggity, but they're not like, they make them like Lay's, but I don't think they use the same type of potato, man, because, you know what I'm saying, Grippo's potato chips got a little bit of texture to them. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what type of potatoes they use, but they ain't kettle style, though. How y'all like last night's show, man? Y'all know tonight's show is going to be very similar, but we're going to take it from the ladies' aspect. We're going to open up this panel in about 45 minutes, too. And I want y'all ladies to come on in here and tap on in. Show was fire last night. One of y'all, huh, man? I appreciate that from y'all, man, because I know y'all ain't saying that just to say that. I know y'all saying that because y'all actually mean that. All right. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to stuff I'm passionate about, man. And this tonight, I mean, you know, the ladies, for some reason, don't like tapping in on shows like this. Right? Because tonight, we're going to focus more on the legal repercussions that could possibly, potentially be these chicks will be facing, you know what I'm saying, when this legislation goes down, man. But you know how y'all like last night's show was litty, wasn't it? As my man Glitch would say, it was lit. You feel me? I'm glad y'all enjoyed it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep bringing y'all this raw, uncut, raw, in your face content, man. Actual content, man. Actually putting y'all up on game and expounding on things that could actually contribute to you having a better quality of life, man, so you can avoid these pitfalls, man. You know what I'm talking about? Start strapping up, man. Matter of fact, do yourself one better, fellas. Stop smashing these bras, man. Right? You make a chick earn that pipe. You hear me? We're the prize. You know what I mean? You don't be just sitting up here just letting any old broad jump on your bell head, man. You feel me? We focusing on not being consumed by our lust over here, man. We actual men over here, man. And men aren't consumed or controlled by their lust. Right? Some of y'all just be so thirsty for some cheeks, though, man. Like, damn, man, you niggas ain't never had no pussy, man. Damn. Cam that boy, what's good, man? We got my young brother, Cam that boy up in the building, man. My young brother, man. You know they ain't trying to have this conversation, man. And let me tell y'all brother something. Right? Tell y'all brother something. Tell y'all brother something, man. If you meet a chick, messing with a chick, and she feels some type of way negatively about possibly, potentially legislation being passed that where it's going to be mandatory paternity tests, if she feel like that's not fair or that's not something that should be done, get rid of her. She's a whore. She probably one of these bitches that'll try to pin a kid on you that ain't yours, knowing good and down here, well, you ain't the damn daddy. Leave her alone. Right? God damn it. You hear me, man? What y'all know about the Grippo's barbecue potato chips, man? Listen, that's slap, my nigga. Tell you, you are not going to be upset if you go to their website. You can order a 5-pound box, a 10-pound box, a 25-pound box. You understand me, man? You can order the seasoning. You can put that on your fries, put that on your chicken, your fish. Man, trust me, y'all. If you a foodie like me, if you like to eat like me, go to Amazon and order y'all some Grippo's barbecue potato chip seasoning. Fry you up some good chicken or some fish and sprinkle it on. As soon as it come out the grease, just douse it. Or you could just get a little bit of oil and mix it together and toss it. Man, listen here, y'all. Where my Ohio niggas at, man? Ain't none of my Ohio niggas in here. Tell these niggas about Grippo's, man. Listen. Grippo's potato chips is the shit. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? That's one of my weaknesses, man. I gotta stop messing with the chips so much, man. Yeah, they always doing that shit, man. Right? But yeah, though, tonight, man, we're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna get a little bit more deeper in depth. You know what I'm talking about? Cause just like last night, it's the epidemic, man. You feel me? It is. You know what I mean? And we're gonna get to it tonight, man. We're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna address the stuff we did yesterday. All right.
Take motherfucker. Hey shit.
My nigga Nike boy, while I run upstairs real quick, y'all, man. I'll be right back,
this
man.
This the motherfucking ooh tapes. Real east side shit, nigga. Let me talk to these niggas. Sold 1,003 fives in the same Nike sweats, smelling like the martyr bus, but I bet I got a check. I ain't basing 3 days, but she still sucked me up. And I heard that y'all engaged, but she still let me fuck. Yeah, fat nigga, I'm a skinny nigga, nightmare. Yeah, black bitch, but she got some long white girl hair. Yeah, give me money, my favorite hobby, selling reefer. Nike boy on fire, I just did my 5th feature. Rolling loud, and rolling loud. Girls going wild. We bring them out. Plenty drugs. We pass them out. Real codeine. And rolling loud. I used to wanna be a baller like Stackhouse. Said fuck school, then I got my own crack house. Just bought a condo downtown to move the packs out. Might find a brick rapper when you take the trash out. Just stamped a re-rock brick with a Nike swoosh. I'm selling pints out the spot like it's juicy juice. My Georgia State bitch like the well Daisy do. She 19, but the bitch love the prostitute. Rolling loud and rolling loud.
Hey.
Girls going wild. We bring them out.
Hey.
Plenty drugs. We pass them out.
Hey.
Real codeine and rolling loud.
Hey. Shout out to my brother Nike boy Zeke, man. Y'all go get that new album, man, the Ooh tape, man. Hardest shit in the streets right now. Till some new E&E come out, you hear me? My nigga Nike boy, man. That shit hard, ain't it, OG? My nigga Nike boy hot, man. Hey. Let's see if I can get Nike boy on so we can do a listening party for this album, man. Hey. Gonna have my nigga Kenny Kane back on. Gonna have my girl Jay Averay back on. Y'all remember when Jay came on the show? My young sister, man, we're gonna do a live listening party for her next week. Her whole album, you know what I'm talking about? You're not bringing y'all nothing but the raw content, right? Tap in, walk with us, man. Now tonight we gonna get to it, man. We ain't gonna play no games, man. Shout out to my nigga Nike boy Zeke, man. Y'all go download that joint right now on YouTube, man. You hear me? The Ooh tape, man. Go to Nike boy Zeke -topic. Just type in Nike boy Zeke topic and go listen to that joint, man. I'm gonna see if I can get Nike boy on here, man. We do a listening party for the brother, man. You hear me? Now, this paternity fraud is crazy. Right? Hold on, let me see. Let me check this out real quick, man. Fair use. Damn, I gotta let my phone charge, man. Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on real quick, y'all. I'm gonna just do it like this, man, because I don't want to risk getting no copyright strikes and none of that shit, man. You know, these niggas be acting girly and stuff, man. With their little weak-ass non-content. You know what I'm talking about? So we gotta make sure we play the game fair. You did? Hey man, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm gonna show y'all, man. Hey, listen here, you. Listen here, Manosphere Highlights Daily. I'm about to let my audience look at your shit. Fair use, man. You hear me? Don't be a hoe ass nigga and try to flag me for using your shit. I ain't even talking shit. I don't even know who you are. Shout outs to you though for making this video. You know what I'm saying? It got 222,000 views, man. I know you ain't gonna trip about this one. You did? Because I want my audience to see this, man. This is actually some good content right here that you did, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be using it if I didn't think it was good. How about that? So take it as a compliment, man. Y'all niggas be killing me, man. Y'all little weak ass copyright strikes and all that whole ass shit, man. I wouldn't give a damn who use my shit. As long as they ain't using, you know what I mean? And if using it in a nefarious way, you know, that's what copyrights and shit is for, you know? You know what I'm talking about? You know, be men. You know what I'm saying? I understand using my material and you doing it in a nefarious or scamming, scandalous, taking people up top type of way. But if you just sharing my shit just as a reference point for your conversation and your audience, man, hey, I take that as a compliment. You hear me? Trust me when I tell you that. All right. So let me see this dude's name again. Manosphere Highlights Daily, man. Don't be no hoe ass nigga and try to copyright flag whatever the fuck that shit. Don't do that lame ass shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? We real ones over here, man. I actually like the content. You feel me? Tap in, y'all. You know we going in.
That will be the foundation of this video, starting with Richard Buckland.
Suspicion fell upon a 17-year-old youth who lived locally. He was arrested, and in a tape-recorded interview, he made a statement and was charged with Dawn's murder.
They had a prime suspect who confessed to one but not the other of the murders, and they were then stuck. They really wanted some independent line of evidence that would establish that this person was indeed guilty, not just of the one murder, but of both murders.
We understood that he would be able, with the testing, to bring it down to one individual as opposed to a percentage of the population.
So we went into the analysis very skeptical. We did the extracting the DNA from all these samples. We went through the DNA profiling procedure, and the result that came through was extraordinary.
When the results came back, it was quite surprising, really, because, I mean, he eliminated...
This thing is global, y'all, man. It ain't just over here.
Buckland.
And that's what I'm going to put y'all up on game about tonight, just in case y'all ain't already hit. This here paternity fraud thing is global. It ain't just happening here in America.
From the murder of Dawn Ashworth, and we were forced to release him.
Those tests which were carried out did not implicate Mr. Buckland in the death of Linda Mann. The results of the tests indicate that a person, as yet unknown, was involved in the deaths of the two girls.
Richard Buckland became the first man to be acquitted by DNA technology. Keep this in mind. We'll come back to this later. Now, with this technology proving Buckland's innocence, the detectives decided to use this technology to catch the murderer.
The world's first DNA manhunt is underway. Thousands of men from the villages of Narborough, Littlethorpe and Enderby have this week been attending voluntary blood tests in an attempt to catch the killer of two Leicestershire schoolgirls.
Did you have any doubts about coming tonight?
Not at all, no.
I think the person responsible might have.
All men aged between the ages of 18 and 34 have received a letter asking them to attend
Shout
the
out to
screening.
everybody in the
They
chat,
use the
man.
term manhunt,
With us, man.
meaning an organized search for a person, especially a criminal, someone who
Let all
commits a
y'all gang
crime.
breathing ass
Keep this in
niggas
mind.
here clown
Now,
walk
during this
show.
manhunt,
Copyright all
something
my shit.
interesting happens. Let's read from The Guardian.
As far
It
as
was a
my-
voluntary scheme, and a few men
fly ass
declined.
slick
Some
talk.
saying they
Like
did
tap
not
in
like
and walk with
needles.
us. Oh, yeah, that's
One or two
popular.
saying they did
I'll try
not
to
like
use
police
my-
officers.
y'all want to.
But most of these men soon changed their minds.
Very
The
well
horror
versed
at the
in studying
crimes
copyright law
and the
over here.
fear
Ain't
that the
real
killer
talk,
could
man.
strike again resulted in those with reservations coming under considerable social pressure. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Social pressure. Mandatory paternity test and paternity fraud as a punishable crime will put a lot of pressure on these men soon.
It was a voluntary scheme and few men declined. Some saying they did not like needles. One or two saying they did not like the police officers. But most of these men soon changed their minds. The horror at crimes and the fear that the killer could strike again resulted in those with reservations coming under considerable social pressure. Right? Now, this is just for a murder that happened, right? And they're basically talking about this is because these is when men were forced to give up their DNA, right? Right? And mind you, in this case, they, like I said, they weren't forced to do it. They didn't have to, but they were made to feel like they had to through the media. Right? You know, all the unsolved alleged sex violations going on, they was making men feel guilty, like they had to give it up just to prove that they weren't a sex offender. Oh, but my, how the tables have turned. Let's go.
Changed their minds. The horror at the crimes and the fear that the killer could strike again resulted in those with reservations coming under considerable social pressure. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Social pressure. Mandatory paternity test and paternity fraud as a punishable crime will put a lot of pressure on women. Why? Because women carry a huge responsibility when it comes to sexual intercourse. Women are the gatekeepers of sex. Nothing happens without a woman's consent. Besides that, women are the ones that can get pregnant. So women decide who they have sexual intercourse with and how sexual intercourse takes place. Condoms, birth control pills, or good old-fashioned raw dog. Once again, nothing happens without her consent. Now what?
Not a good old-fashioned raw dog. Not a good old-fashioned raw dog. Yeah, baby, they love it raw. Y'all go check out my show I did, man. It was a fire show. Go check out that joint we did. Ooh, baby, they love it raw. The question was, ladies, why do y'all love it raw? I think that's the name of the show, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all know these girls like raw pipe. They like raw pipe. Like, man, shout out to Jack, man. They love raw dick and cheap liquor. That's what all these bras love it. They love it. They absolutely can't live without it. You hear me, Blake Margaret? Good old-fashioned raw dog, man. Strap up, fellas. Keep at least a 3-pack on you, man. I used to call it a 3-clip. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you keep at least a 3-pack on you at all times. Preferably, you want to focus on, reserving your masculine energy. You know what I'm talking about? And saving it. You know, don't be letting these bras, don't just be sitting over here jogging off and just smashing in your bra, man. You feel me? Have some respect for yourself, man. Have some sophistication about yourself, man. Understand that your rod is got pause though. You hear me though, brothers? Pause. Your rod is from God, man. You hear me? You have a divine purpose with that thing. A lot of these chicks ain't worthy of even sitting on a nigga bell head. You hear me? Flat out. And 2023, man, I'm advocating for my brothers to treat they pot like it's like the treasure it is. Pause. You hear me? You know what I'm talking about, OG? You know, one thing I can say about Jack, man, he was, he right with that, man. Y'all bras love hard dick and cheap liquor. Y'all love it. Hard, raw pipe and cheap liquor. Y'all love it. It's y'all's thing. I can't even sit up here and tell y'all how many chicks I could have smashed raw if I just didn't use a condom. Not because they didn't say, hey, you got a condom. Yeah, raw diggity, man. Ooh, baby, they love it raw. Yeah, baby, they love it raw. Exactly, and that's the crazy part about it, right? Because it's crazy that condoms only prevent pregnancy. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, this is how you know these chicks don't mind just getting random dudes blasting up in them. They don't mind having a random dude's baby, but they got a problem with becoming somebody's wife. That's crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy, man. Right? But we know y'all love it raw, ladies. Hey, everybody, man. Even y'all chicks listening in too, that's in the clouds or whatnot, man. Everybody tapped in. Listen, put a number 11 in the chat. If we're gonna we're gonna say put 11 in the chat if you agree with me on this. The overwhelmingly mass majority of women love raw pipe. And when I say overwhelmingly mass majority, I'm talking about more than 80%, 80+%. Y'all absolutely love raw pipe. Put 11 in the chat if you agree with that. And if you don't agree with it, just put a 12. And this is why this is such a problem. Because y'all been told that y'all can, like I say from last night, y'all been told that y'all can be, that y'all sexually liberated. Y'all are sexually free. Y'all can do what y'all boxes, what y'all want. If you want to smash a nigga, if you want to let a nigga smash you tonight, and another dude later, earlier in the day, and another dude smash you later on the night, raw, I just sit up here and just heard some of the nastiest, most lascivious, just nasty shit. Like, ugh. Just hearing these nasty, vile words coming out of beautiful women's mouths, like y'all be doing that stuff for real, like, ugh, that's just nasty to me, man. Like, I think a lot of y'all, especially y'all chicks, especially y'all push that y'all push the envelope, man, when it comes to that fine line, man, between what's freaky and what's nasty. You know what I'm saying? I'm not okay. Let me correct what I said. Let me reiterate what I said. It's not that condoms don't prevent or protect you from STDs. They do, but some they don't. But their original design was to prevent pregnancy, though. They weren't designed to protect you from getting an STD. They were strictly designed to prevent pregnancy. Because they were actually in their original design, condoms in their original design, right? In their original design, it was used to cover the damn rifles over there in World War II, World War I, in them trenches, right? I ain't gonna tell y'all ain't ready for that story, man. That's another topic for another day, man. He said they born nasty because they come from a nasty mother. Yikes. Oh man, OG be going in, man. Listen, he said they born nasty because they from a nasty, they from nasty mothers. Oh shit, man. Men are more at risk. Y'all know these YouTube comments come up quicker than string on. Men are more at risk than women are when it comes to receiving an STD while using the condom. Yes, facts. That's a proven fact. That's not even, that's facts. My man Blade Monger always coming through with the facts, man. That's why I appreciate y'all brothers when y'all come through, because y'all studied and learned brothers like me. Y'all just come on here spewing bullshit out your mouth. Y'all gonna have confirmation of the information, like our brother Seth will say, man. Trichomoniasis, herpes. And that's crazy because they actually got an STD called trichomoniasis for you trick ass niggas. Right? You know what I'm talking about? So let's get back to the video, y'all. I'm sitting here trying. Let's get back to the video.
Why would a woman have a problem with mandatory DNA testing?
If I'm in a committed relationship, I'd want to believe that, like, my husband was the father of my child. And I'd picture it to be some type of degrading if they're like, take this to make sure it's yours.
You requesting DNA, first of all, this is a very gendered question. Right? For me specifically, there's no way if my man came up to me, I wouldn't feel some type of offense.
Can you take a DNA test? I mean, are you kidding me? Like, what is this? Like,
no, bitch, we're not kidding you. No, absolutely not. And from last night, right? From last night, anybody who was tapped in last night, yeah. Yeah. You wouldn't be out of your limits or out of your rights asking your broad, take a DNA test. I'm all for mandatory DNA testing upon whoever you saying is that baby pappy before he signed that birth certificate. I'm all for that. I think that should have been set in place. You know, and I'm pretty sure, okay, I'm going to put a number 11 in the chat if you agree with that. Who agrees on mandatory paternity tests? I don't care if that's your wife, your girl, you've been with the mandatory paternity test upon birth of child and signing birth certificate for men. Oh, not the new STD is going to be called symphomidia. Oh, gee, you stupid, man. Come on, fellas, let's see these 11 so we can show the unanimous decision, right? Unanimous decision amongst us men, how we need to push for this legislation, right? Because this is going to put child support out of business. And they have no problem. Listen, y'all, they ain't got no problem with getting rid of child support so long as they got something else to be in its place. That's fucked up, Uncle Diggity. You just said that, man. Nah, man. We need to establish paternity, man. Right? Flat out. Because last night, according to last night, right now, these girls can, with no remedy, no recourse, just be looking on Instagram and say, like, ooh, dude, look like he balling. Matter of fact, he is balling. He got this, run your whole 50 on you, do a check on you, see where you work at, how much money you make, and just, you know what, I'm going to put this nigga's name on my birth certificate. Man, you got to think, man, that is fraud, man. Why is there no laws to protect men against that, man? So that lets me know that it's intentionally set in place like that. Come on, man. We critical thinking, straightforward thinking, process of elimination, deductive reasoning. You know, I'm talking about rational, reasonable men over here, man. We can connect the dots, man. If it ain't no legislation set in place for it, then that could only mean one thing. And that could mean two things. What I always say to y'all, what I always tell y'all, why and cui bono? Who benefits from that? Who benefits from a chick being able to just put any nigga name on the birth certificate without no establishment of paternity, no proof? I ain't even got to ever met you. Who benefits from that outside of the bitch? Well, Uncle Diggity said, I'm saying if they can just give any guy's name and he gets penalized, then we need Mando tech. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You would think, Uncle Diggity, that would be set in place off top when these paternity cases and child support and all of that, when all of this stuff was first brought in. You would think that would have been set in place, but see, it was intentionally not. We're going to be critical thinkers here. We ain't about to sit up here and act like it ain't what it is, man. Flat out, they made it like that just so they can motherfucking strip men of their assets, specifically black men, right? And this has contributed to ideologically based violence, violent radicalization, as we done seen hella niggas off themselves, off their baby moms due to child support payments. Some dudes can't even, man, some dudes is getting tore out the frame. You know, so I sit up there and told my baby mom, I said, girl, you ain't never spent this much money on this girl in her life since she has been alive. You hear me, man? I told my daughter's mom, I said, girl, you ain't never spent this much money on Jen in 1 month in her life up to date since she's been alive. You've never spent this much money on her in 1 month. So that lets you know it's a system. It's a system set in place to strip us men, straightforward thinking, masculine, heterosexual, critical thinking, decent with our finances or whatever it is, men, being the average earners that most of us are, but still able to make it shake with that shit and make something happen, right? Excuse me, y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna drink some water. Nah, man, I'm passionate about this, man, y'all. For real. I'm passionate about this, right? Yeah. I'm about to look dude up. I'm glad you said something. This is why I rock with y'all, right? Y'all like my co-host, man. You hear me? Y'all like the co-host of the show, man. I'm about to look that up right now. You hear me? What my man Uncle Diggity say? He said paternity. Yeah, only the 99 OG, the government benefit from that shit way more than the bitch do. Y'all gotta understand, when these girls is on child support, they gotta pay administrative fees, clerical fees. They don't even get all of that money. There's certain shit that's on their end to pay for. You know how many times I done got a check in the mail, like a reimbursement check from the Ohio Department or the Franklin County, or the Ohio Office of Child Support and all that crazy shit. You know how many times I done got a check for like $200, $300? You feel me? The government benefits, but see, that's the thing, and this is why they allowing all this legislation to be talked about. And I want y'all to use y'all's critical thinking. They're letting us know that this is not becoming a profitable business to them anymore. It's actually costing them money. So you got to understand what the alternative is going to be once they introduce mandatory paternal, man. Y'all got I keep, like I told y'all last night, where this is headed to. You're going to have a license to have a baby. You got to think there's a depopulation agenda at foot. They're not about to just start. They're not. The reason why they let all these chicks be on welfare and live off welfare for 10, 20 years so they can have some perpetual slaves, breed mares to feed their prison systems. Y'all got to understand how diabolical this shit is, man. They only allowed these chicks to get knocked up and be sexually liberated and have multiple children, multiple men, so those babies would feed the prison industrial complex. Y'all got to connect the dots, brothers and sisters out there listening. And this don't just apply to black people. This apply to all men in America. All men in America. Nobody's exempt from child support law. You could be white and your baby mom puts you, or whoever, Asian, whatever. It just affects us more, y'all, because we're the minor, hence minority population. So we're told anyway. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about? They just put a new system in place, man. All of this stuff has been done intentionally because in all actuality, they don't want or need a lot of us. When I say us, I'm talking humans. I ain't talking about black folks. When we talking what I'm talking now, this goes beyond just us black folks, right? I want y'all to understand that too. Everything ain't all about black folks, man. Although everything amongst us should be all about black folks, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not just about black folks, right? The same agenda is aimed at everybody else. Please believe it. Don't ever get it twisted or in your mind like this only affects you. No. Right? So we got mandatory paternity tests. Let's finish watching these goofy ass bras, man. I'm saying y'all girls be sounding so stupid. They did a number on y'all black women. You hear me? I just was chopping it up with one of my female friends, or female associates the other day. And she was like, and she just hit me up and had a conversation. Like, damn, Virgil, I just wanted to talk. She was like, man, she's like, I've just been really thinking lately, man. She's like, man, they did a number on us. I said, they did a number on y'all black women for real, man. It's crazy.
What did we go down the aisle for? What did we say those vows for? If you're not going to automatically know that this baby is yours.
I think that y'all want this to be mandated because of a conversation you are not strong enough to have with your girl.
So basically, it's a trust issue. It's about.
See that right there? This old handsome ass, bald headed
I
ass.
think.
Right? And listen to what I just told y'all, brothers. And y'all ladies need to tap on in. I'm about to hit drop this link here in a little bit. Y'all ladies need to tap on in on this. Why would y'all feel any type of way about this? I don't care if even if it's the law, it's the law, right? Why would y'all feel any type of way about this being made the law? I mean, if you're faithful to your man, your husband, why would you feel any type of way about mandatory paternity tests? Why? I mean, I just don't get why would you feel any type of way about it? If you're loyal and you know you ain't been sitting there bouncing on no other nigga bellhead, why would you feel any type of way about it? That's what don't make sense to me. I'm looking at my girl crazy if she feels some type of way about that being made mandatory. Like, why would you feel some like that? It only makes sense. Especially given the number of chicks that lie on how many about who their baby daddy is. Y'all understand how dangerous that is? That a girl could just look you up on Instagram or WhatsApp or Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever they go. You can just look up a random dude like, oh, this dude is this. He worked here. This is his position. He makes what? This a year? Oh, yeah, let me put his name on my birth certificate. That is dangerous, man. That's dangerous. Exactly, OG. I feel you on that, Uncle Diggity. Hey, my nigga, Uncle Diggity say, Uncle Diggity say, it ain't no need for a conversation, especially with someone struggling with accountability. Yeah, like K Blackman in the building. What it do, man? You did. Shout out to the brother K Blackman in the building, and everybody tapping in, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You did. You feel me? Tap in, walk with us, man. Support your brethren. You did. You know what I'm talking about? Tap in, walk with us, man. Like my man OG said, that's the way I feel about it. Flat out, you should be willing to prove your loyalty. You should be doing cartwheels when it comes to taking the paternity pill. Like I can't wait to prove to my man that this is his baby. You know? Yeah. So brothers, man, any chick who feels some type of way towards this legislation as far as defending it not being passed, cut her ass off. She's probably a whore. She's probably the type of bitch that be pregnant by another dude and tell you it's yours. Right? T Dortch was good. Tierra Dortch. My baby T in the building, man. I'm about to drop this link here in a second so we see watching these goofy ass bras, man. Black women, y'all terrible, man. I'm sorry, man. Y'all are, man. I love y'all to death, man. Don't get me wrong. These niggas is terrible too, man. You niggas is horrible. Eating these girls' butts. You hear me? Letting these girls put y'all in their phone as dinner bait and all that lame ass shit. What the fuck wrong with you niggas, man? Slap shit out. Y'all, some of you niggas need to get fire slapped out y'all's ass, man. For real, man. Yeah, I think we all are. Let's just do another round since we got a few more people up in here. Put a number 11 in the chat if you are 100% for mandatory paternity tests upon babies being born, and that man who's being said to be the father of that baby being born by signing the birth certificate. Before they sign the birth certificate, right? Before we sign that birth certificate, we first take a paternity test And when that results come back and it proves that it is mine, and I don't want to hear, well, how can you sell that the test is, but we're going to know the test is accurate. God damn it. Right? Take 3 separate tests to prove accuracy of DNA linkage. You hear me? And if it ain't what it ain't, then it ain't what it ain't. Yes, mandatory. Put 11 in the chat if you agree with that. Right? I think we need to start sending letters and petitions to our state representatives, respectively. I'm about to start a petition here. I'm seriously, y'all. This weekend, Sunday, I'm going to put together, right, a proposal, and I'm going to send it to the people who I need to send it to, right? Then, okay, Bobby, what you put where the other one at, brother? I'm fucking with you, man. I'm fucking with you, man. So think about this, y'all. So I'm going to go out and say that the majority of us, even women, the majority of American citizens would be okay, would probably be in favor of this. I'm going to say, right? So why haven't they passed it yet? Do y'all think this is the first time people have tried to come up with legislation to curtail this stuff? This is big business. Like I said, it was done intentionally so they could feed their prison industrial complex. Y'all got to understand how deep this stuff goes. This is why I say your critical thinking got to kick in. But sadly, critical thinking has been programmed psychologically, epigenetically, socially, through the media especially, out of our psyche, man. Yeah, man, who would not be in favor for it? Them or her? Any chick that'd be like, why I gotta take a test? No, why would you not take the test? Why do you feel any type of way about taking a mandatory paternity test to prove that I'm our child that you say child? Why would you feel any type of way about that? If you know for a fact that I'm the child. Like my man OG said, you should be happy and 10 toes down and doing cartwheels to prove that I'm your child's father. That would reassure, restore, and enforce your status as a woman. It would be like another notch on your femininity, right? Y'all throwing about this the wrong way. Like I say, been programmed, man. We all been programmed, but they have done a specific number on y'all black women, man. It's terrible. And what's sad is that y'all don't even see it. Exactly, Clay Backman. I mean, come on. We are critical thinking men over here, ladies. And we're going to give y'all the proper respect and benefit of the doubt by addressing y'all as ladies. Although a lady would never point the finger at a nigga she know ain't her baby dad. Or you got a lot of these chicks. We're going to show some footage, man. Come on, let's get back to this, man. Tap in, walk with us, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You already know what it is.
That y'all,
we got girls who we can't even see their collarbone talking shit.
Want this to be mandated because of a conversation you are not strong enough to have with your girl.
So basically, it's
like that shit just sounded stupid as hell. Like that was dumb as fuck. He said she bet not try to twist it to some. You don't trust? Yeah, man. Talking about some. You don't trust me? No. You should be willing to prove your loyalty to me. You should be. What's the word on here? You should be. What's the word? You should be exhilarated. You should be filled with exhilaration to prove to me that that's my baby. Fuck you talking about? Because once again, we're the prize, brothers. Flat out.
The trust issue. It's about ego. When you tell a woman that you want a DNA test, you are basically saying that you don't trust her. Well, you have every right not to trust her. there are between 5.3 million and 7.7 million minor children that are victims of paternity fraud in the U.S.
Whoa. I didn't know this. Whoa. This is some devastating number. There are between 5.3 million and 7.7 million minor children that are victims of paternity fraud in the U.S. Wow, y'all. Do y'all see that? So, ladies, this is what I be talking about, brothers. And ladies, I want y'all to understand this. This is not to bash y'all, severely criticize. Do y'all understand that to bash, a definition of the word bash is simply to severely criticize. That Uncle Diggity. Why you think I wanted to show y'all this video? That's why I said whoever these cats is, this is some great content right here. I appreciate this. This is actual content right here from the manospheres, surprisingly. Right? So you, man, whoever you is, man, you better not trip about me using it, brother. That would be lame of you. That's the prison industrial complex right there. Male and female. What did I just tell y'all, man? That's confirmation of the information right there. And this is only including the ones that's been caught and thrown into the prison industrial complex. What about the hundreds of millions that got deleted through abortion? Exactly, Blade Monger. And y'all gonna get heavy constructive criticism over here, and because I can take it as well. I know my teeth is gapped and they stain. I know that. I'm working on that. I know all of that. I know all my flaws and all of that stuff. I know all my flaws, man. I accept that shit. That shit don't mean nothing. I'm still fly as hell. Your bitch still want me and I can get her. Guaranteed. Not that I would want her. Especially fucking with a fuck nigga like you. You hear me? It was like 1 million men locked up when I was from stats. When I was from stats of 15. These numbers, these numbers are crazy. Right? So that's confirmation information when I tell y'all that the reason why they allowed this stuff to happen from 70, basically 1960, 65, basically 1960 to now, 63 years. You hear me? 63 freaking years of humans being born, a lot of them being deleted. Just imagine the number of, can y'all imagine this number? When you look at these numbers are staggering. Look where our population would be as blacks in America if we had not, or let me back it up, if black females did not delete their children for the past 60 years. Do y'all understand the number? This is high crime, y'all. This is a massive genocide. War crimes. Okay, I digress though, right? But let's stick with the topic at hand, right? Paternity fraud. It's a minimum of 5 million, almost 8 million minor children. And this is all children. This ain't just black children. This is all children. This is a lot of children. Due to paternity fraud, the parents are victims. The children are victims of paternity fraud. Man, we'd be deep as hell. Y'all understand what our population would be if y'all haven't been manipulated into deleting y'all's children and are currently still being indoctrinated to delete your unborn children from your very own alleged sister or sisters. Y'all have been consumed with the demon spirit of Jezebel, man. And I'm not afraid to say that, and I'm going to keep saying that. Any woman who would intentionally let a guy fuck her raw and let him skeet a nut all up in her and get pregnant, and just because she didn't require that nigga to marry or pick the decent dude at least, she feel like she can just go and off the baby and then put another nigga name on the birth certificate that she don't even know. due to having access to information from the internet, and find a dude who's a single guy with no kids working at some company making $150,000 a year and just sign his name on there. He thinking he's living it up and he getting knocks on the door and shit. Huh? That is demonic. And I'm gonna throw this in y'all goddamn broad face every single trip. That is demonic. Just like I ain't got no problem telling these rap niggas that drill shit is demonic. That murder, kill, sliding on my ops, Draco, Demon Time, that shit is demonic. You broads are possessed. Most of y'all who go along with this shit, y'all are possessed with the Jezebel spirit. And I'm going to tell y'all to y'all's face every trip. My brother Lance Parker said another factor is medical reasons, hereditary issues, or even donating blood or yes. Yes. Now think about all these children that have been deleted over the years by their mothers being indoctrinated to give them up for whatever reason, nefarious of them all, that they done tricked y'all into thinking it's a good thing, calling it health care. They call that health care. Now think about this, y'all. Think about, y'all remember when I told y'all about HEK 293? Think about this, y'all. Connect the dots, man. I'm going to do a show on this. The rise in the number of baby deletion with the advent of genetically modified food. Huh? Everybody that has sons should agree. Everybody that has sons should agree with if you got, would you want that for your son? This could possibly potentially happen to your son, ladies. Your son, you done sit up there and raise your son. If you a single mom, you wanted a bitch and you allowed your son's father to preside over him, and he was a decent dude, and he raised your son up to be a good dude, young man. He go to school, go give him a trade, whatever this, start his own business, whatever he do, become a successful athlete, rapper, entertainer, businessman, whatever the situation, chef, whatever it may be. And he make himself into the most masculine version of himself. His money coming in, his finances is good, his credit good. You understand what I'm saying? He got his own place. He got a vehicle or two, no children, out of trouble, ain't been to jail. Maybe some minor stuff, nothing major, you know what I'm talking about? And some random broad could just look him up on LinkedIn and see where he work at or what he do and how much money he make and just throw his name on their birth certificate because they ratchet, nasty, terrible, whore ass that sit up there and bounced on some guy's goddamn it bellhead and let him skeet up in her raw because we know y'all love it raw. Would you want that for your son? Would you potentially want that to happen to your son? No. That's another reason why, especially y'all females, y'all ladies, need to be up on and supporting this legislation. You dig? You know, we ain't gonna play no games, okay, Blackman, man. We drop game across the board, man. We real ones coming to take this shit over. You hear me? Shit crazy, man. Crazy as hell, man. Look at that number, y'all, man. That is staggering, y'all. A minimum of 5 million. A maximum of 8. That is a huge number. My man Flytown 614 in the building has had it, man. You know what I'm talking about? What's up, bro? Right? My brother BJ in the building, man. What it do, man? Flytown 614, man. Go tap in with my brother, man. Get you some of that dope ass 614 Columbus, Ohio apparel, man. Dope ass hoodies, dope ass tees. You know what I'm talking about? All that shit. My man, all my niggas showing up, man. Mr. O with the info with Hannon Joe. You hear me? My brother Flytown in the building. You know what I'm talking about? That's my brother from the turf. 614 representing out of that north side. You know what I'm talking back. You hear me? We got my brother, Mr. O with the info. My Joe from Chicago. What happening, man? What happening, Joe? You see these numbers, O? This is ridiculous, man. Well, my man Blade Margaret said a single mother could be paying her son's child support fees, even though her son is not the father of the baby. Something for single mothers to think about. Yeah. Something to think about, man. So any broad that'll sit up here and be like, get rid of her. Can't trust her off top. She let you know off top she ain't on your side. Get rid of her. And I want y'all, brother, listen, man. This ain't nothing against y'all ladies, though, but I got to protect my brothers. You hear me? Because we trying to build some real shit. We working on building real shit. And if we want better men, then we got to be stern. We got to be raw, sometimes harsh and brash. We can't play no games. We can't have no remorse. We building men here now, man. We know. You hear me? We want to start doing like how the Spartans did, taking them from y'all when they turned 7, 8 years old, man. You feel me? Some of that. At that age, our sons ain't got, our young boys ain't got nothing more to learn from y'all anyway. Right? My nigga, Mr. O said these treacherous bitches. I absolutely love black women, man. I love y'all to death. And this journey that I'm going on is hard, man. It's the hardest thing I have to do in my life, man. To go without sex, being a handsome fly brother like myself, man. You understand the illest temptation ever is to not go without sex. It's crazy, right? Especially when you're a fly, handsome brother like myself, man. You know, it's hard to turn down cheeks, man. For real. Like this lady, I'm not, and I'm not saying that, but I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. Well, you say this is why more men are thinking Sharia law is not a bad. Nah, we ain't gonna go that far, Lance Parker. We're not gonna go that far. Sharia law ain't got nothing to do with the Most High, man. You hear me? I totally disagree with Sharia law. You know what I'm talking about? But this nigga Lance Parker gonna write that shit twice too. Yeah, man, we're not. Hey, listen. If you, and that's your business, but over here at A-Real Talk, y'all, we are totally against Sharia law. Totally against it. Diametrically opposed. You hear me? It goes against everything the Most High ever put in place. But we definitely do believe they're in proper order and structure, which is God, man, woman, child. And it don't get no simpler than that. God, man, woman, child. Each successive level above, below is subordinate to the one above. Right? The child is subordinate to the mother. The child and the mother subordinate to the father. And all three are subordinate to the Most High. Flat out. You know? And that's what's been wrong, man. Y'all women just have completely tossed the way. I mean, all of us have lost our roles, but especially y'all broads. You feel me? Y'all completely out of order. Even y'all's homegirl, Ayanla, said that. She said, y'all black women are out of order. Y'all are out of order. The worst part about it is y'all won't even admit it. Right? That's what's terrible. You niggas is terrible too, man. Niggas is horrible, man. And I'm not sitting up here proselytizing like I'm just the perfect example of manhood and masculinity across the board, because I got a lot of stuff I need to work on too. I am a good example of manhood and masculinity, but I ain't perfect, though. I got some flaws. I got stuff I need to work on and improve on in areas of my life, man. But for the most part, I'm 100% real one. You know me? And I'm going to just tell y'all this. When this shit hit the fan for real, I'm going to be front line with this shit. While a lot of you niggas still going to be online. Bars. I think I'm going to use some of these. Well, I've been writing some of this stuff down, but I'm telling y'all going to hear some of this stuff in this music we about to be putting out, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Nike boy Zeke. He got the hardest, man. Pause. My nigga Nike boy Zeke got the rawest underground album out right now, right? Until some E&E shit come out. But as of right now, that motherfucking Ooh tape, hardest shit on the streets right now. Fuck with my nigga Nike boy, man. You hear me? A minimum of 5, a maximum of down there 8. That's crazy, y'all. You hear me, Clay Batman? Bars, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let me go on the show so I can remember where to snatch that from, right? Okay. Yeah, man. And it's like, you know, and just like I said, man, fuck with my nigga Red Supreme. Hey, man, shout out to my brother Red Supreme 71. It's fluid because it flows. I like what my nigga said that, because that's how it do. You know what I'm talking about? You know, niggas don't be having no charisma, no style, no sauce, no swag. These niggas be corny as hell, man. Listen, this is a lot of people, y'all. You hear me? It's a lot of humans, man, that's just born not knowing who their daddy is because they raggedy ass mama done sit up here and bounced on this bell head, this mushroom tip raw, right? Just letting random dudes just blast all up in y'all. What's wrong with y'all, man? And then y'all dudes, man, why y'all just, man? But I can't really, you know what I mean? When I say this, though, it's such a small percentage of guys that's getting all y'all chicks pregnant. I think I'm in the mind frame where, like, I don't even like addressing these niggas because it's such an insignificant number. It's not the overwhelmingly mass majority of men that's doing this. Most dudes are responsible. Most dudes are very responsible and don't have children at all, especially amongst us black men. So, you know what I mean? But the other half of you niggas, man, you niggas is terrible, man. You niggas need to start strapping up, man, or just practicing some, you know, some extreme dick discipline, man. Every chick ain't worthy of sitting on that on your bell head, man. Flat out, I'm telling you some real shit, man. Man to man, every chick's not worthy of that. I don't care how good she look, how fat her ass is. Every chick ain't worthy enough to sit down on this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all ain't worthy. You're not worthy. You're not worthy to sit down on my Johnson. You hear me? You ain't worthy. Huh? Girl? Y'all better start having some respect for yourselves, brother, man. Having some class about yourself, man. Don't be consumed and controlled by your lust. Right? Don't be just sitting up here just sitting here smashing these girls just because they gonna let you. Have some respect and some decency for yourself as a man. That's a real one. You the prize. Remember, you the catch. We're the catch, man. Get in that gym, man. Drink you some water. Don't be consumed and controlled by your lust, man. Strap up if you're gonna be smashed. I'm not telling you not to smash chicks, man. Smash chicks, but strap up. Like I tell you, keep that 3-pack. I tell you, man, listen, this is why I didn't have no children up until I had my daughter. And my daughter was plant for sure. Although under stupid ass mindset, but plant nonetheless, right? You know what I'm talking about? But nigga, strap up, nigga. Keep you a 3-pack. Keep you a 3 in the clip, man. A 3 clip. Go there to any corner store, get that little 3-pack. If you know you about to go to this chick's crib, stop going to these girls' crib. You about to go link up with a chick and you know potentially you about to smash them cheeks tonight. Take you a 3 clip. Keep a 3 clip in the glove compartment just in case. You hear me? Use them condoms, man. Don't take no, man. What, 2-3 seconds to put a condom on? If you having struggle with putting a condom on, man, that's a personal problem. I'm not even gonna speak on that. Right? They are though, man. I know how many niggas y'all know got 3-4 different baby mamas, man. My man Bird, who just came on the show. Bird got like 4 or 5 baby mamas. I know my brother got like my brother resting the essence to my brother. My brother has 13 children by 8 different women. And he unfortunately was deleted a couple years ago. Most of his children are adults now, except for 2. Right? Right? This is a devastating number, y'all. This is devastating, man. It's devastating. It's crazy, man. God damn, man. That's a lot of people, man. That's 8 million kids, man, running around here not knowing who their daddy is, man. Not because they dad ran out. Not because they dad was a bum ass piece of shit, nigga. Because they raggedy mama either don't know who the dad is or don't want the person who is the dad to be the dad. That's crazy. Here you go. There, hey y'all. Hey ladies, this is sexual liberation for you. There you go. Sexual liberation. 8 million kids running around here don't know who their daddy is because of sexual liberation and freedom. It's a goddamn shame, man. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
US. Studies attempting to show the percentage of men in divorce cases who challenge paternity, who turned out not to be the father, have turned up figures ranging from 25% to 30%. This is 30% of men that actually take the paternity tests. Not all men. What do you think is going to happen if paternity tests are mandatory? At first glance, the numbers of men not being the biological father would go up. However, making paternity testing mandatory will give women a heads up and they will cover up their tracks. This would be a bit harder because of the abortion laws, but women will find a way to avoid responsibility because that is their kryptonite. That's why women don't like the concept of mandatory paternity testing, because it will expose them as cheaters, betrayers, liars, irresponsible, selfish, disloyal, and most definitely not the better half. This reputation is a no-go for women, because a man must believe that his woman is worth investing his time, money, and energy. He must believe that she is loyal and reliable. A relationship needs trust to be part of the foundation.
You know, at the time, I hear a lot of people saying, like, where's your loyalty? Like, how could you do that? You know, I had no loyalty for Anthony. I really didn't. And again, I wasn't thinking about everybody else in the situation. I was only thinking about myself. I mean, I really didn't have loyalty.
Right? You selfish batch. Yeah, that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. And that's them guys that be in that 20 to 25% that's just sitting out here smashing all y'all bras, just skeeting all up in y'all, getting pregnant and shit, man. Y'all got 3, 4, 5 kids by 4, 5, 6 different niggas. That's crazy. When I meet a chick and she got hella kids by hella different niggas, man, I'm like, I'm not even interested. Like, that would turn me off, especially if you look good. I mean, I'll give you props for being able to keep your body in order and all that. But if you got hella different kids by hella different niggas, that's horrible. I would not be sexually interested in you after that, after finding that information out. So I kind of understand why some of y'all girls be lying about having kids. I understand why y'all do it. I'm not justifying you doing it, though. It's still some lame ass shit to do. Because most of y'all chicks know that if y'all run into real ones like myself, and as soon as y'all tell me you got how many kids by how many different niggas, I might still smash you. I might still smash you, but it ain't gonna be serious at all. It's gonna be nothing more than smash sessions. And what I found out is you would think that this would wane out as you get older, brothers. We're gonna have a discussion about this too. Hold on real quick. Let me write this down real quick before I forget. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Y'all can listen to this.
For Anthony.
The numbers are staggering and prove that a lot of women have this selfish mentality. They do not think about everybody else when they are in the moment, but that same moment leads to pain, torment, and the destruction of everybody else, including the child, long term. It's embarrassing how the mainstream media and Western society in general lets these women off the hook like that. It's not a coincidence that men are opting out. Men choose to go their own way because women can get away with this foolishness and men have to pay anyway.
When a divorced dad was ordered to pay child support for a child who isn't his.
A Tulsa man is ordered to pay child support for a baby that's not his.
A First Coast man is in a fight with the state of Florida over court-ordered child support for a child he has proof isn't his.
It's happening to men across Michigan. They are being forced to pay child support as dads by default.
Doesn't matter if the men can prove the children are not theirs. Michigan law makes them pay anyway.
This is where we go into why women don't want paternity fraud to be a punishable crime. What is paternity fraud? Paternity fraud occurs when a woman intentionally names a man to be the father of her child, when she knows he's not the biological father, often for the purposes of collecting child support. or the mother does not want the alleged father to know about another man.
His ex-wife had given birth. She had gotten pregnant during their separation by another man. Legally, she was still married to Joe. Court papers clearly acknowledge the baby is not Joe's, but Albert Bush's, and that Bush had established a personal, financial, or custodial relationship with the child. The court ordered medical expenses be split between the biological parents. But the Friday before Father's Day, Joe got a letter in the mail from friend of the court.
I thought, my God, this is hilarious. It's Father's Day weekend, and here's the biggest joke that I think I've ever had played on me transpiring right now.
The letter said he owed $8,500 in back child support plus medical expenses for a baby his ex-wife had with another man.
When there is proof that a man is not the biological father, this means he's a victim of emotional and financial abuse. It doesn't stop there. Paternity fraud has many victims.
Emotional and financial abuse. Super way to self-reflect. I just received what you said, Uncle D. That's a super way to reflect. You know what I'm saying? Sit back, just like my man Blaymarker today. Sit back, listen, take a step back, take a deep breath, and look at this shit again. Right? Emotional abuse, financial abuse. Right? $8 million children, man. Right? No remedy, no recourse for this, brothers. None. Zero. I mean, just imagine it, though, man, right? Chick pregnant by some dude who she liked, but she realized after she done messed with the dude and got pregnant, she like, damn, this nigga ain't going nowhere. He ain't got no ambition. He ain't like working, or I mean, he got a little job maybe if he do, but he ain't like, you know. This is why it was chastity back in the day. This is why you had to go meet a girl's dad back in the day. This is why it was no dating was a new thing. Dating only came about. Guess when dating became popular? Fucking 60s. Dating was like non-existence before the 60s when all this feminism and shit came in. Y'all got to be able to connect the dots how everything happened that culminated to what's going on now. Crazy, right? So emotional abuse is a form of domestic violence. Learned that in therapy. Yes, it is. It's definitely domestic violence. It's just flat out violence. Ideologically based violence. Juju, don't ever in your life, right? Juju, I love you to death, baby. Don't ever call me no goddamn Virgil. You hear me, man? Damn, 2 years ago, oh, real talk. You talking about dating, Mr. O? Let me go to YouTube to see what Juju put in the You know I don't care about shit like that, Joe. I'm just fucking with you, man. Call me whatever you want. Just don't call me soft. You hear me? Just don't call me a simp. A simp. No, I wouldn't even care if you call me a simp. You can call me a simp if you want to, too. All right. He said it got a nice Spanish twist to it. Why don't you add a Nigerian twist to it? You hear me? But yeah, though, y'all, man, emotional abuse and financial abuse is can consider to be ideologically based violence. Huh? Y'all hear what I said? Y'all see how I be sitting here setting this stuff up for y'all and showing y'all how it plays out in actual society? Remember, I'll keep telling y'all about violent radicalization, homegrown terrorism, and ideologically based violence, emotional abuse, definitely emotional abuse, and financial abuse falls under ideologically based violence. The use, planned use, or threatened use of force or violence is considered to be ideologically based violence. And it doesn't have to be physical, as is financial and emotional abuse is not. Huh? Y'all better start connecting the dots on this stuff, man. All this stuff is connected, right? Man, this is crazy, man. This is heartbreaking for real. I be feeling sorry for these brothers, man. You know, at least I know my daughter is actually mine and I'm on child support, but damn, on child support for a kid that ain't yours, that's fucked up, man.
Victims, including the biological father, the families of both men, and most certainly the innocent child.
And yeah, man, y'all chicks don't be giving and I see why the term popped up. Fuck them kids, because, 8 million kids, this is a lot of chicks. That's a lot of bras that just don't give a fuck. They don't. Fuck them kids. Fuck everybody. As we just heard what the chicks say, I was selfish. It's very selfish to get pregnant due to your promiscuity, being a whore, and decide just because you don't want it, you just gonna off the child. Like, that is murder. I want you to know. I want y'all women to know that. You had an abortion. It don't even matter if you got sexually violated, man. And I know a lot of y'all might feel some type of way about that, but it ain't up to you to decide who lives or dies unless your life is in danger. Now, if some reason the birthing of this child would somehow cause indefinite death to you, then of course we're gonna do what we gotta do. Where your life is way more valuable than an unborn child. Yes, it is. I know, that's what I'm saying, Lance Parker. That is a lot of children, man. That is a lot of children roaming around America who just don't know who their dad is, man. That's crazy, man. This ain't not the results of sexual violation. This is not the results of incest. No, this is not the result of any of that, which is less than 3% of all deletions. Right? These are chicks who intentionally, wittingly hop on Bellhead, the mushroom tip, raw, probably off of cheap liquor, allowing dudes just to skeet all up in them, raw, get pregnant, and for whatever reason, they just lie about who the daddy is. Maybe because they just did that a lot. Maybe they just hopped from Bellhead to mushroom tip raw, letting dudes blast up in them, and they just don't know who the daddy is. A lot of y'all girls are whores, man, and you can't tell me nothing different. I used to sell drugs in the city of Columbus, Ohio for a long time. I used to get to a little bit of money. I know a lot of people. I know how this shit go. I know how females are. So don't hit me with that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know how you broads are. I've been all across this motherfucker, man, and y'all are all the same. Hood rats everywhere, all doing the same thing. Sack chasing, all of that, man. You cannot tell me anything different. I don't care if I never met you a day in my life. It's ratchets everywhere, and they all gonna do the same thing. And I know because I've been a little bit everywhere, and they all the same. So with that being said, it's a lot of chicks who are just whores out here. Just, man, we used to have chicks coming through, man. We used to have PPQs. I'm gonna get some of my niggas on here. We're gonna tell you about them PPQs we used to have. Pure players cubes. My nigga used to have 2-3 grills going, shut the whole block down, go bid a whole bunch of food at Kroger. Me and my boy Jeezy on the grill putting it down, inviting hella hoes. I'm talking about it's just like a miniature Freaknik at the trap. You know what I'm talking about, man? Going down legendary. You hear me? I'm gonna get some of my niggas over here. We're gonna tell y'all about that shit one of these times. Chop up game with y'all. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, though, man. You hear me? I know how y'all are, man. And a lot of chicks is just whores, man. There's a lot of girls that just be running around here just smashing 2-3 niggas a week, a day, getting gunned. You know, a lot of these chicks, they think it's real cool to be a whore prostitute now. So a lot of these chicks selling box. Don't let them fool y'all. OnlyFans. Most of these chicks you see on Instagram who think they too classy, but they don't, because they know the stigma to go with OnlyFans, so they just stick to Instagram because they can just be, is they selling boxes? They not. This Instagram model is a pretty ambiguous term. Versus when you go on OnlyFans, you're gonna instantly, automatically gonna be associated with sex work, flat out, and they know that's more than likely what it is. So it's like the digitized stripping, so to speak. Right? Right? So I'm just saying, just miss me with all that bullshit, man. I'm not being bashing or mean when I'm talking about what I'm talking about. I'm talking facts. I know how chicks is, man, especially black chicks. You hear me? And a lot of y'all are whores, man. Y'all done smashed hella niggas. Y'all done went to parties, like my man Red said. Y'all done went to the trap. You know what I'm saying? Sit up there, you and your girl, y'all just infatuated with us D-boys, coming to the trap. We got money, doorbell ringing, plays coming in, plays coming out. You seeing niggas chopping up big boy work, money. Yeah, man, straight like that, man. Yeah, you ain't gonna tell me nothing different. It's easy. You hear me? Smash sessions, loving to get smashed. The PPQs were epic. Epic. You hear me? What y'all say in the comment section, my fault, y'all, man. I ain't even gonna go on no rant like that, man. But I just be having to let some of these niggas know, man. This shit ain't no game over here. I don't want to hear nothing about no bra saying, oh, you know, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Facts. You know what I mean? Ain't no repercussions for their actions. If the government are basically raising the women, it's up to them to put the things in. Yeah, exactly. That's why listen, the fact that they're talking about this in the mainstream lets you know that there's going to be some action behind this. And it also lets you know that this aspect of the system is no longer profitable for them anymore. It's causing more problems because now it's overpopulation. They don't know what to do. Why would you think there would be so much depopulation agenda if the population wasn't increasing in the manner that which they did not desire? You y'all think about this stuff, man. This is simple to see, man. You just gotta let go all the fuckery, man. One man Blade Margaret say, I remember reading about the sexual liberation movement 20 years ago in a book by author Marvin Harris titled Cows, Pigs, Wars, and Witches, The Riddles of Culture. Damn, that sounds ill. My brother Uncle Diggity, man. They operate just like immature folks who know they won't get in trouble for doing wrong, yeah? My man K Black would say, are incest and health of mother combined to form 8%? That's, yeah. I nigga was out saying whores, man. Horse. You horse. You know my nigga Scarface say horse. Right. Yeah, that sound like a good book, man, right there. I'm gonna have to, yeah, man. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yano Mamo. Yeah, man, that shit crazy, man. You know what I'm talking about? Man, oh man.
Just like Richard Buckland, the DNA evidence should free the biological father from his responsibilities. It should be his own choice if he wants to continue to support the child and its mother, because it was.
The prime suspect, a local boy named Richard Buckland, confessed to the second killing. And he was the first person cleared using DNA.
Not his choice to father a child that is not his.
I was the father by default.
These 4 men came to the 7 Action News studios to raise awareness.
I really ain't coming out there, man. Hey, man. It sound like it, man. I'm gonna check it out, Black Margaret, man. Send it to my email or send it to me in the Facebook Messenger. I ain't fucking with Detroit, man. I ain't messing with y'all bras up there, man. Y'all bras crazy up there, man. It's crazy. It's so cold in the day. Oh man, my baby from the D too. Fucking Cash Doll with her fine. I be trying to refrain from talking crazy about nigga chicks I know that's wifed up. You know what I'm talking about? Out of respect. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn. You hear me? Goddamn.
Fairness. You could become dad by default. There are a couple ways it happens. Pastor Edward Mack says his previous wife had 3 children. He left them as his own. Then he realized 2 of them were not biologically his.
Wow.
He must have been so heartbroken.
To him, it was a hurting thing. I don't even really want to talk about it because it brings tears to my eyes. So,
damn, man, the pastor's wife, man. Damn. Yeah, man, listen here, man, Cash Doll, man. I know you wifed up and all, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. But, you know what I'm saying? That's my type of speed right there. I'd have plenty of chicks look just like her, man. For real. You know what I'm talking about? Just chocolate and tall and thick as hell and pretty as hell. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. Ain't nothing better than the one like that. So I say I love black women, man. You know what I'm talking about? Especially tall, pretty, chocolate, thick ones like Cash Doll. I love them ones. You hear me? You did. This is messed up, though. This the pastor right here, though. Pastor in Detroit, man. I'm cool, man. Listen. It's so cold in the day.
get teary-eyed.
Pastor Mack says the betrayal led to divorce. He was shocked when the judge told him because he was married, he became dad by default.
Damn.
He had to pay support for another man's children.
Let her pay for him. Let her get the man she laid down with to pay for him. He goes free.
I never even slept with her. I got a lawsuit when I was young, and she basically just said, that's the money I'm going to get. And she got it.
Reginald Whitlow, Anthony Sims, and Carnell Alexander have similar stories. They say women named them out of nowhere.
As for the woman, she committed a crime and she should be punished for it. Women use men for financial security and having a man.
Mind you, hold on, man, because we got to be real about this situation, though, man. This is fraud, ladies. I want y'all to understand that when you lie to the government in order to receive assets, right, for something that you would get if you wasn't lying about what the situation was, if you actually knew who your father was. Don't you understand that's fraud? Don't you understand they allowed to listen to government? They have allowed this to happen. Do y'all think that these people don't know this, man? Seriously? Do you think that the government is stupid and they didn't realize there was a loophole? Who you think put the loophole there? Now, see, the thing is to understand why did they put the loophole there? What did I just tell y'all earlier? Or how some of y'all lost track of what I was doing. I know I talk fast, but if y'all listen a little faster, y'all gonna hear what I'm saying. This is fraud. I dare say it could be connected. It's kind of related, correlated with human trafficking. Good looking out, Black Mark. It's crazy, man. That's terrible, man. Good looking out, Black Mom. I'm definitely gonna check that out, man. I'm gonna go see what they got at the library. Yeah, I still go to the library. You feel me? I was at the library earlier today. This is crazy, man. I feel sorry for young brothers coming up, man, with these chicks being indoctrinated like this, man. It's crazy. My man K. Bible said, yeah, look at the wording on them documents they ask you to sign. They be under a penalty of perjury sometimes. That mean lying is a crime on some of them forms they lie on. Yeah. That's fraud. Y'all chicks realize fraud is illegal, right? I realize it's a federal crime, right? Wrongful or criminal deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. A person or thing intended to deceive others, typically by unjustifiably claiming or being credited with accomplishments or qualities. Frost or fraud, deceit, injury is what it normally originates in Latin. Deceit, injury. That's fraud, man. Straight fraud. I'm talking about without skipping a beat. You hear me, man? I'm talking about god damn, man. Like, and it's like I say, y'all, we can't continue to allow our intelligence to be insulted by this stuff. And what do I mean by that, right? What you mean by that, first, right? Stacks, what you mean by that, bruh? Right? I mean, we can't allow our intelligence to be insulted by this, y'all, because, I mean, blatantly, when we able to see this stuff, then I say it'll become our duty to say something. But in the process of saying something and doing something, we got to understand what we're up against, man. You feel me? So that lets you, when you realize, and I'm not saying nothing can be done. What I'm saying is we got to realize what we're up against and what that means. When we realize what we're up against, we got to realize the great task it is to make it happen and what it's going to take to make it happen. Right? We're living in a beautiful yet tragic time in this, what my pops would say, dispensation of time. It's a very tragic but beautiful time to be alive right now. You could be part of the humans that's going to be talked about hundreds of thousands of years from now to change the earth or change the world to what we know it could be, or you're going to be known as a motherfucker who ain't make it. You did. My man Titan TV in the building. What it do, man? You feel me? Hella crimes, man. It's just criminal all the way around the board. And fraud is a very serious offense. They do not play with fraud. Y'all see what they done did to rich people and famous people over fraud. What you think they're gonna do to us? Us regular folk, us proletariats. The pros. What you think they think about us pros? Notice I said us. All right. Look what it means to be a goddamn for fraud. Wrongful or criminal deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. Since to use it as an example, he was convicted of fraud. Convicted, nigga. You going to jail. Most people go to jail for fraud. It's not something that, depending on if it's petty, but if it's something major like bringing a human in, man, listen, y'all don't even understand how deep this shit go, man. For real. This stuff goes deep, man. You hear me, man? This stuff goes deep, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. You hear me?
Man's baby could secure the bag. Brittany Renner. Women are fully aware of the benefits. Social Security benefits from a deceased or disabled parent. Inheritance. Veterans benefits when applicable. Health and life insurance benefits. And we all know women don't use child support for the child only. Brittany Griner's story is a great example of what.
Whoa. Brittany Griner look crazy in this picture. My man K. Blackman said, no cap, I'm soaking up game and hearing this makes me so grateful to the good Lord above that even though I came awfully close, I didn't get caught up with the wrong one. Man, listen, man. This is what we do over here, man. We here to put our brothers up on game, steel sharpen steel. You might be able to teach me something I know, put me up on some game that I don't know about. We all done had these lives we done led, man, and soaked up all this knowledge we got. We still here. We done been in the joint. We done been shot, stabbed, crazy situations. This situation, this experience, and we still here. Some, us men, man, we gotta tighten up, man. We gotta link up, man. We gotta show our young brothers that it's a different way out here, man. You hear me? That's why I keep telling y'all, our generation is important because we've been through all of this stuff, but we got the frame of reference, so we remember when none of this came in, so we can see the indoctrination so more than the young boys can, and we can, you know what I mean, be as far as going through this meat grinder that we've been going through for the past, let's say 40 years, right? Us are still alive, so we can see it. Like, damn. So it's like, you know, you got to understand how significant that is and what the importance of that and the responsibility that we got. You hear me? You know, so it's gonna be us. It's gonna be us. It's gonna be up to us, the early millennials, man. It's gonna be on us to change this shit, man. All these people dying off. It's gonna be us and our kids that's gonna be running this shit in the next 100 years, man. You hear me? Or 2. You did. Don't you want something better for yours? Now look at Brittany Griner. She look crazy, man. She look goddamn crazy, don't she? You already know, Time TV, man. You know we get into it, man. Tell you real ones coming to take this shit over, man. Slowly but surely. Told y'all we can make the unintelligent artificial intelligence do what we want it to do, man. We got to give it a different experience to download, if you catch my drift. Or I said my drift. my drift. Stacks is definitely a verse. I'm definitely not trying to grift y'all, man. I don't even fucking ask for cash apps and shit. So y'all, you know what I mean? I'm a real one, y'all. I'm one of y'all, man. You hear me? I'm promise me when I tell y'all that I'm one of y'all, man. You hear me? I'm broke as fuck, just like all of y'all. You hear me? My credit ain't where I want it to be. It's getting there, but it ain't where I want it to be. You hear me? And we all in the process of grinding and growing. You know what I'm talking about? Each one teach one. You did.
What happens when you don't punish crime?
And with the possibility of 10 years in a Russian prison, this afternoon, calls to free Brittany Griner are growing louder. Inside a Russian courtroom, WNBA basketball star Brittany Griner admitted to drug possession. In February, the 31-year-old traveled to Moscow to play for a Russian team. She was detained at an airport after 2 vape canisters with cannabis oil were found in her luggage. Prosecutors say the cartridges contained a significant amount of cannabis oil, though investigators measure it at 0.02 ounces.
I just think right there, yeah, like, I mean, I understand that Russia got their laws, and I think if she breaks the law, she'd be held to the fullest extent of the law. But like, come on, 0.2 ounces of weed, man. That's like less than a quarter. You know. Yeah, y'all, I know y'all know. You know what I'm talking about, man. I think I said I'm one of y'all, man. I'm one of y'all, man. I ain't no agent pro. Like, listen. I'm the one putting y'all up on game about agent provocateur. I can't be an agent pro. If I wanted to, they wouldn't even want to fuck with me. You hear me? Even if I went up to the motherfucker like, yeah, like, man, I want to be down, they wouldn't fuck with me, man. You hear me? But that's something that'll never happen though, because I like women. I'm talking about, man, I'm convinced, man. You ain't gonna sit up there and tell me that's a broad, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3.5, you know what I'm saying? They got an ounces of 28 grizzles. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like 0.2. I'm thinking the 0.5 will be half. So, you know what I'm saying? 0.2 is like, less than an eighth. But I mean, if that's their law, that's their law. But come on, man. 9 years for like an eighth of weed? Like, come on, man. It wasn't even weed, it was oil. Come on, y'all bugging, man. That's what I'm saying, Uncle Diggity. It was vape. It wasn't even no bud. It wasn't even no leaf. It wasn't no tree. It ain't like she had some piffy. She had some fucking the vape shit, man. Like, come on, y'all acting crazy, Russia, man. I could see if she had like a whole case of them shits. Like if she had like mass of them, I could see she had like a whole pack of them. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, okay, you tripping, but like one or two little, like one little thing, a little personal joint with your little vape pen or whatever. Them joints last you for a little second. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, wash it for nothing though. But I don't like I said, I'm not sure that that's even a girl for real, to be honest with you, man. Well, my man came back to Oakland back in the day. The police would make you throw it on the ground and step on it. Yeah, man, I wasn't worried about no damn weed, man. Like, if I was squally, I wouldn't care about nobody. I mean, unless I pulled you over and you just had like pounds in the trunk, man. I don't give a man. Get out of here. I wouldn't even, man. Get out of here, man. Consider yourself lucky, you know. But this is crazy, though, man. Right? Look, let's finish watching this, man.
In pleading guilty today, Griner told a judge there was no intent. I did not want to break the law. Her lawyers share more.
She said that it was unintentionally brought to Russia because she was in a hurry as she was packing.
Western women are not held accountable for their actions. Why do you think she would behave in a different country? Men statistically receive harsher prison sentences than women who commit the same crimes. Women are aware of this. That's why Brittany Griner's eyes are popping out, because she's getting a taste of reality. They will not let her off the hook just because she is a woman and part of the rainbow community. She committed a serious crime that she did not take seriously, because in the States, money talks, status talks, and politically correct politics are favored. With one of those expensive attorneys, she could get away with a slap on the wrist. But she is not home, and she realized she made a big mistake. I'm not saying money and status in other...
Man. Oh, man. It's just, everything just so creepy and spooky nowadays, man. Like, pause, man. Just one whole pause on the past, like, 20 years, man. Like, god damn, man. We didn't even used to have to contemplate such shit when we was kids, man. Like, fuck. You know what I'm saying, y'all, man? When we was kids, we didn't have to contemplate such things, man. Nobody really wanted to be who they wasn't for real, as far as like sexually, like gender on it. Or it's always one or two dudes you knew that was kind of fruity, kind of sweet, man. But wasn't like how it is now. That shit crazy, man. That's why people be wondering why our generation be tripping off of this shit. Because we, like I say, y'all, we got that frame of reference. We remember when it wasn't like this. This is crazy. This is madness. Yeah, y'all go overseas, man. Y'all start seeing how much they don't give a damn about none of that feminism and all that women's rights bullshit. Fuck around, get your motherfucking hand cut off some goddamn weird. Talk about go to one of them countries with that old Sharia laws in place. They don't give a damn if you ain't Muslim or not. That's the law. Right? That's la ley. You hear me? Shit is crazy for real, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe page and all that stuff, man. And I'm one of them dudes. I actually like just saying that. I'm one of them. I'm not saying that because I just actually like saying it. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I like just saying that every now and again. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about, man? This is crazy, man. Absolutely insane. Hold on, what's my man's name in the chat that you said earlier? Dude, let me find it in the comment section real quick, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man? Did I already go past it? Yeah, I think I already went past it. Man, what's my dude's name? I can't remember. Somebody put it in the chat earlier. The story about dude. Yeah, dude, yeah, Mr. He tripping with all them kids, bro. Let me see if I can find it real quick, man. Tap in with us, y'all. Y'all know how we do it, man. You did. What was dude's name we was talking about earlier, man? Yeah, my man, OG, man. My man OG always coming through with the info, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Still sharp and steel, man. Y'all critical thinking, intelligent people like me, man. You know what I'm talking about? Now, what story is it? Because he got a whole lot of stuff on here. What did he say? Cannabis extracted in a pressurized chamber is usually sub-zero temperature. Carbon dioxide has the potential to cure cancer, yet the government classifies this as schedule control. Yeah, and that's what, and you got to think though, man, y'all who be doing all them vapes and all that stuff, man, they put a lot of chemicals in them, a lot of parabens. They put a lot of what they call PSCs or PVPs or what they call them chemicals, endocrine depleting chemicals, EDCs. Y'all know what EDCs are? Endocrine depleting chemicals. Bisphenol A, BPA. Yeah, the stuff they put it on the receipts. It's in our plastic food containers. It's mixed in with them PVPs and PCVs or whatever that is they put in that vape shit. And that shit is turning estrogen into testosterone and testosterone into estrogen. That's what endocrine depleting chemicals do. All right. On this Rajay Black, what am I supposed to be looking for, OG? When I look up Rajay Black on YouTube, man, it's like a name. See, when I look it up, it come up with a let me put Rajay Black. Hold on. Murder, what? Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember who you talking about now, OG. You talking about this dude right here. Yeah. I remember, dude. Yeah, I remember, dude. This was like a little over a year ago.
We're hearing from the former girlfriend of Rajay Black. Police say Black...
I remember this now. My man OG, man.
Started in Baltimore and then ended in Howard County. WJZ investigator Mike Hogan has the follow-up tonight.
I kept urging him to go to therapy.
The former girlfriend has not been able to bring herself to watch the Facebook Live video.
It's the holidays, man. I don't have no family, nothing. Anyway, I just did something crazy, man.
Where Rajay Black appears to confess to killing his ex-girlfriend, Tara LeBang, before police say he gunned down his ex-wife, Wendy Black, at her home in Columbia Saturday, all while his young children waited in an SUV outside.
We did have access to weapons. I definitely feel for the children. I feel for all of them. Wendy and Tara.
She asked that we not name her and shared this video of Rajay. She says they met in March 2019 and broke up a year later. She says he had severe depression and never got help for it.
I felt like I was the only support system for him in a way, but I had to choose my own sanity. I had to choose my own well-being. And when I broke up with him, I still loved him incredibly, but I knew that I had to put myself first. I couldn't be a part of it because he just wouldn't get help.
The former girlfriend shared a text message Rajay sent, telling her there was a time that I was so low that I didn't want to live anymore. It was you that helped me get through it. She said he told her he loved his kids.
Were you ever afraid of him?
No, Jay never cursed at me. He never raised a voice at me. He always told me because of what I had been in a previous relationship with being abused, that he would never hurt me. That's what he said to me.
But according to court records, Wendy Black filed multiple protective orders that were denied. Last year, in her own handwriting, she said, I am terrified because I do not know what he's capable of doing to me and the girls. I do not feel that we are safe. I do not feel safe at all. I feel that my life is in danger.
A lot of times people don't take it serious when people say that their life is in danger. Definitely about protecting women, there's definitely a broken system.
Mike Helgren, WJZ.
Y'all remember that story with the homie? Damn. Yeah, man, dude was crazy, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all be putting these dudes on child support, man, just because y'all think something ain't going y'all way, man. Y'all don't understand. On child support, man, that prevent God from being able to, you know what I'm saying, do what he really got to do, man. You know what I'm saying, taking all that money out of their check, and then that automatically going to create a rift, you know what I'm saying, if you allow it to. You know what I'm talking about? And then it's just a whole crazy situation, man. You did. It's just a whole crazy situation. And they got a whole economy built around this. But it's starting to crumble. I want y'all to understand that. It's starting to crumble. You hear me? As we see. It's starting to crumble in front of our very eyes. You did. So what y'all, the question we should be asking is what's planned to be in place to take over from child support, a $50+ billion a year industry. All right. Listen here, y'all. This is a sign of corporate failure. You know it's corporate failure within a corporation or corporation when it's not profitable for them as a corporation to keep a certain area of business open per se. You understand what I'm saying? When it becomes more expensive for a company to run, let's say their human resources department. If it comes cheaper for a company to pay somebody else to do what they should be doing as a corporation, that is a sign of corporate failure, right? And I guarantee you, shortly, not too in the distant future, if they don't repair that, that company will fall. Yeah, and they should. And this is the reason why, Lance Parker, I'm glad you said that, right? Because remember I told y'all earlier about them administrative checks I used to be getting every now and again when I first was on child support. You know, since a lot of these chicks ain't responsible, so they don't pay their little administration fees and their little fees they got to pay being on child support, right? In order for them to keep getting them tax deductions on their end of the bargain. You understand? And if they don't take care of certain things on their end as being on child support, being paid by anyway, they will be fined for it. Y'all ain't know that, did you? So I'm saying, so if this legislation gets passed, which, you know, there's a strong possibility it will, you know what I'm saying, y'all got to understand what this is setting the precedence for, man. I want y'all to be able to use your critical thinking to be able to put this together to see what this is leading to. You know what I mean? This is leading to the hatcheries. Like I said last night, the hatcheries, licensed births. Everybody, you're going to have to prove yourself worthy of being able to take care of a child, another human being. Understand that there's depopulation agendas going on. They might not want everybody. They don't want us to be procreating. Clearly, look at what they're doing. I want y'all to be able to connect the dots on how over-sexualizing the current generation of children from ages, right now, we're going to say from ages 3 to 17. I want you to understand how over-sexualizing them is going to cause them to not reproduce. Now, thinking the way they're being sexualized. The boys are being told they can be girls, and the girls are being told that they can be boys, and then everybody's being told they can be nobody or somebody or, without all that confusion, what y'all should get is that no humans are going to be born, or they're not going to be born by natural means. Hence the hatcheries. Synthetic designer babies, regulated by the state through these corporations that are going to be doing them, like the one that's in my video I did talking about this very subject, right? where they could produce 30,000 synthetic humans in one fiscal year. Right? That's a lot for one company to put out when you think about what they're manufacturing. And think about movies like Surrogates. And I keep telling y'all, man, y'all. I know tapping in with me, y'all. As things start to come a little bit more clear to y'all, man. Y'all start to connect the dots a little bit better, man. You hear me? The P65 warning on vapes are due to the rubber gasket used in the atomizer, which can cause cancer when pressing the button for longer than 2 seconds. Dabbing is superior to vaping if you smoke. Yeah, that dabbing stuff is terrible, man. That's not a, you know, that's how you too goddamn hard, man. Doing the dabs. Yeah. The dabbies that have you wabby. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell. Subscribe to the page, man. This stuff is bananas, man. You hear me? I'm still here thinking about this. Remember this?
The growing outrage in Texas tonight. A woman killed by police in her own home. Body cam video shows an officer outside the house. He responded to a call from a worried neighbor about a door ajar. The officer then firing through a window of the house. The officer resigning today, the family accusing him of murder, and ABC's Marcus Moore talked with the family.
Tonight, authorities say the officer at the center of this fatal weekend encounter, where an innocent woman was killed inside her own home, hands up, show me hands, is not cooperating with their investigation. The Fort Worth police chief saying after reviewing the video, he would have fired Officer Aaron Dean, but he quit first.
Had the officer not resigned, I would have fired him for violations of several policies.
Sheesh, man, you niggas be off in they wives, boy. What's wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? These dudes be emotionally distraught, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these guys don't deserve to be on child support. You know what I'm saying? Most of the guys that's on child support don't deserve to be on child support. So that's another way they have incentivized this child support system too, to see how they enforce it from different aspects and angles. Nah, you good, Blade Monger, man. You good, man. You know, I'm over here. I'm the Naughton year, man. We gonna stay on course. You hear me? You dig? You know what I'm talking about, man? Smash that like button, man. Listen. Ladies, man. Listen, y'all do whatever the hell y'all want. I'm gonna just say that, man. If that's what y'all want to do. But if you're a real woman and you realize this shit's going on, man, listen. You hear me? The indoctrination is real. It's deep. It runs deep. I couldn't help but notice your pain. My pain? It runs deep. Share it with me. Y'all remember that? Right? The pain runs deep. The indoctrination runs deep. The mind fuckery runs deep. Right? You know, and I think some of y'all starting to see that shit though, for real, for real. A lot of y'all is delusional as shit, but a lot of y'all starting to see, like, hold on, man, we've been bamboozled, man. All right. Just think of that number, man, that they showed us, man. 5.3 million to 7.7 million out here don't know who their daddy is. Just humans just walking around out here, don't nobody know who their daddy is. Yeah. That's my favorite part of that movie, too. It's dope. Rest in essence, Tupac, man. Rest in essence, Leonard Nimoy, too. You hear me? I think Will Shatner's still alive, man. If I ain't mistaken. I'm sorry, I'm a nerd. I gotta check this real quick. Yeah, he's still alive. He old as shit, but he's still alive. All right. My nigga, Captain James T. Kirk, man. You hear me, man? And this is just crazy, y'all, man, for real, because this becoming such a thing. Oh, hold on. This is what I wanted to show y'all too, man. Hold on. Because this is a thing down here too, man. Hold on.
The cases of domestic violence that lead to murder are high, Madam Speaker. According to Dr. Herbert Gill, doing a study conduct here in Jamaica, one of the causes of domestic violence stems from paternal issues. Madam Speaker, as a legislator, I will be moving a motion for the DNA paternity test to be done at the birth of the child in order to determine fatherhood of that said child. This, Madam Speaker, I believe will stem majority of the domestic violence in our society.
Wagwan, my viewers and subs. Welcome to Bad GENT.
Boy, what's going on down there in Jamaica? Man. You mean to tell me this ratchet single mama shit that spread to goddamn it Jamaica too? Goddamn shit. Bomba clot. Bomba clot. Damn, man, I done spread this ideology down there to the Jamaica too. Goddamn.
And to them viewers, we have MP E.Y. Clark. I say a DNA test is needed at birth in Jamaica. So before we jump into the hot topic, we drop some like on that video. So
shout out to this brother BGE and News, man.
So when we drop new vids, we get the fresh news. So MP for St. James Central, E.Y. Clark is calling
MP stands for Member of Parliament.
At birth to determine the father. When you hear that, my people, because what him a say, no, woman give man too much jacket and it makes so much domestic violence there in Jamaica. That's how him a say, my viewers. And you see what I say? Me just look on it, say, yo, you just have some boy, yo, they will love box and
do you understand what this dude is saying, man? Hey, man, I love our Jamaican. Y'all understand what this dude is saying, man? If y'all pay attention, you can understand what he's saying, man. But they talk crazy, man.
So here me I say, no more people. Do you agree with the MP, E.Y. Clark, where I say a DNA test is needed at birth in Jamaica? Because to me, no more viewers, this is just a 50-50. You know?
Oh, Thai TV. Hey, hold on. Thai TV. Are you out of the UK, Thai TV? I didn't know that, brother.
Bring up some man.
I didn't know that, bro.
Feel like say I feed them youth, all when them know say it's not feed them youth because of enough woman put picnic on man when them know say, yo, that brother you have money. Him a go can't take care of the youth, or it a go more better upon that on you. A son of woman look into it. Because no woman no want them picnic to suffer. You see me? Nobody no want to suffer. When you hear that, my viewers, so to me, this thing is a 50-50. And can you imagine? You and a woman a plan a baby. And that day in the delivery room when the doctor come tell you, say, the picnic are not your own.
Yeah,
you still have to feel how you want to feel. You still have a mash up inside. You see me? You could all want to slap with a girl leg. You hear that from people because I saw the thing going on, it's just the feeling, you know. It no matter about how much money you spend or this and that. You see me? You have some man out there where well want to get a youth and know say, yo, him first youth where him for go get no, him go ears and up feel. You know them things that man.
Watch Jamaican niggas, man.
So that topic here is a sensitive topic. You see me? It's not just one of them topics where people can just talk and say this and that. This serious. We are talking about the picnic them. You see me? So we can't look on this thing and joke it out and talk about true man, enough gyal give man jacket man. If we give man DNA test as picnic piss out and rare, but brother, even when the picnic piss out and you get a DNA test and your ear says not your picnic, how you think you gonna feel? You still a go hurt. You still a go want this the girl. You see me? You still a go want, yo. Me a tell you, my people say this thing is not an easy thing. And MP Eri Clark, me don't know who you sit down and talk about this or where you get this from to come up with the idea, but it good and it bad. That's how me look on it, my viewers. It's good and it bad. Because at the end of the day, enough man out there want a youth. And when him breed a girl and him find out, say, yo, I no feel you. That mash up him heads. Him could all go mad. Could all want to kill the girl. All type of thing. So, me no feel like, say, this is one of the big contribution to domestic violence in Jamaica. Me no feel like, say, a jacket make man wake up every day and a beat woman and a box and a taboo.
I agree.
No, my people. Can't blame that. You see me I say?
See how the corruption even in Jamaica too? See, basically what my Jamaica brother is saying, that it's a good aspect, as in, you know, these dudes who being accused of being these children's father can find out, but it's also on the bad end, because it's basically what I'm saying. You hear me? And I said, like, who benefits from this, right? You know what I'm saying? It's a bad thing, because, you know, it's infringing on proud people's rights now. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because all these people have been affected by this. You know what I'm talking about? So now that y'all sitting here, you know what I'm saying, the flip side to bringing this in is going to be a loss of somehow. You know what I'm saying? So what does that mean? You know what I mean? Now, I don't know how far in advance this, the hatcheries are in Jamaica. I don't know if that's going on down there or not. I haven't looked into it. But, you know what I'm talking about? When you got politicians in Jamaica pushing for this stuff, man. This done hit the Caribbean. This ratchet shit. It's crazy, right?
When man look on it and say, yo, them have to just beat woman. You see me? That's a some man, you know, my viewers. I saw them control woman, you know, that's the way them think, you know, say beating a woman can control a woman or make she do what you want she do. No, brother, everybody have them free will. People are going to do when them want to do. So, this thing here is a sensitive topic. You see me I say, we have to know what we are doing when we are talking about the kids them. You see me I say, some people, let's discuss about this. Uno, tell me how you feel about this. You see me? Uno agree with MP Eri Clark, say a DNA test is needed at birth, or uno feel like say, yo, it no matter what, woman still a go give man jacket because as we say my people, when the youth born and you're in the room and them do the DNA test and you hear say, I know you're
out.
What you gonna do? Eh? Judge, if me find out say my father when me grow, if you come know say my father and not my father, you see me? Me not gonna make my father do my mother nothing. Because I love her same way. Where you feel like say me I gonna lose love for my mother too, she do that to my father. Eh? And that's the thing there, you know, my viewers say, you see that topic here is a sensitive topic. The kids them are the future. Enough man out they get jacket and step up same way in a life and just take care right and not watch no face. When they hear that my people, so that topic here, Jaja, me don't know where him get it from.
Oh man. It just always take me back to that scene in Shottas when they was little and Wayne went over there to get the gun from his big homie crib and shit. And he said, "Back the herb. What the fuck that nigga just say?" Oh man. Patois is an ill ass language, man, for real, man. That's just how crazy as hell. But when you pay attention to say, you can make out what they saying, man. He basically saying that his dad didn't raise him to be like that, man. His dad raised him to be a responsible man. You know what I'm talking about? His dad ain't raised him to be no fucking out here fucking on hella bras, getting them pregnant and shit, not trying to take care of the baby and shit. He said, we not have no child. He said, we not have no young. He said, I ain't even got no kids. You know what I'm talking about? It's crazy, man. This stuff is spreading to the islands, man. It's spreading to the Caribbean, man. You know what I'm talking about? And don't think this is just happening in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what's happening all over the Caribbean, which spreads all over the whole Gulf of Mexico. Literally millions of islands, man. Literally. It's crazy, right, man? This stuff is ill, y'all, man. This is an epidemic. All right? We're going to go to a video from my brother O'Shea, man. Shout out to O'Shea, man.
For the last 2 days, I've been getting emails about
this is 6 months ago.
Story out of Georgia. And according to the viral story, 2 men come to pick up their daughter from school.
Wow.
Only to arrive at the same exact time to find out that both of them are claiming to be the father.
Wow.
So obviously, it turns into an aggressive situation.
Wow.
It was told by this particular YouTuber and TikToker, I believe, just TikToker, Sheena_2200. In fact, I'm going to let her tell the story.
Hey, y'all. So I came to tell y'all story time of what happened Friday at work. So y'all know I work at a school in the front office. So, y'all, right for dismissal, we had a dad came in and wanted to check out his child. Okay, that's normal. Okay, so we was like, okay, hold on a second, because the secretary wasn't right up there. She'll be here in a minute. Then another dad walks in. He wants to check out his child as well. Okay, give us a minute. So she came back. She got his the child's name. Told her the child name. Okay, she pulled it up, print out the slip, went ahead and asked the other dad his child name so he could pull out the slip. So she can print out the slip to call that child up, you know, at the same time, just calling everybody up. Got the child's name, and it was the same child's name, right? She was like, we got 2 kids in the school? Well, okay, let me pull it up. So she was like, this is the second.
You hear what this chick just said, though? I gotta stop that, man. Hold on. We ain't gonna sit up here. You feel me, man? We ain't gonna sit up here being critical, thinking men we is over here, man, and women over here. Did y'all hear what she said? I'm gonna play it back for y'all, man. Pay attention to when people talk, man.
His child as well. Okay, give us a minute. So she came back. I came to tell y'all story time of what happened Friday at work. So y'all know I work at a school.
No, we don't. We don't know where you work at.
So y'all, right for dismissal, we had a dad came in and wanted to check out his child. Okay, that's normal. Okay, so we was like, okay, hold on a second, because the secretary wasn't right up there. She'll be here in a minute. Then another dad walks in. He wants to check out his child as well. Okay, give us a minute.
She has Lance Parker.
She came back. She got
going in.
The child's name. Told her the child name. Okay, she pulled it up, print out the slip, went ahead and asked the other dad his child name so he could pull out the slip. So she could print out the slip to call that child up, you know, at the same time, just calling everybody up. Got the child's name, and it was the same child's name, right? She was like, we got 2 kids in the school? Well, okay, let me...
Come on now, man. You hear me? 2 kids in the school with the same name. This is what I'm saying, man. Indoctrination, man. All right. See, I catch stuff like that, all right? You know, I just pointed that out just to show you how goofy see, this is goofy, man. This is goofy, man. Like, come on, man. Like, it's 2 little girls in the school with the exact same name. Stop it, man. You feel me? Let's go.
So she was like, this is the same child he just checked out. And so they both look at each other, and Dad was like, why are you checking my child out? Who are you? And he was like, who are you? What you mean? I'm my dad. And so me and the secretary looked at each other. I was like, I'll be back. Let me go to the principal right now.
She got her through.
At this point, we need the principal. We need somebody to call the school officer. Like, what is really going on here? Wow. So the principal comes to the front, and she was like, what's going on? Well, I'm here to check out my daughter. I'm here to check out my daughter too. I don't even know who he is.
Wow.
And he's saying he here to check out my daughter. And so the press was like, okay, let me get mom on the phone to come up here to see what's going on. So, you know, I gets the card for the principal to go ahead and call mom up, right? To see what's really going on.
Now, this particular story got many views.
Shout out to our brother O'Shea. I'm gonna play some more, but listen, man. Matter of fact, I'm about to pull this video up right here because O'Shea ain't gonna trip. All right. Oh my God, man, that is crazy, man. Just think of how foul of a bitch, how foul of a batch. Shout out to my brother Ism, man. Shout out to my brother, my big bro, Sir Ism. How foul of a batch you have to be to have two niggas thinking this little girl's their baby, and you done. So she got her name, you gave her with his last name and with the other one. That's crazy, man. Man, y'all chicks is wild out here, man. That's some foul ass shit, man. Oh my God, man. That's crazy, man. Just imagine that happened to you picking up your little girl. Like, how's you getting that off, man? Like, y'all bitches is crafty. That's some crafty, sneaky, conniving, snake rat bastard shit, man. Come on. Let me finish typing it in. That's crazy, man. Y'all girls is wild out here, man. Y'all chicks is crazy. God damn. This is crazy, man. This is insane. This is bananas. Niquay, what's up, baby?
Got many views on TikTok. Many people said it was viral, but in fact, this is a story that's phony. But here is what is real. I want to play the second part of her confession.
Also,
okay, so now that we all know that this was a fictional story time, we can excuse the fact that I had at least 20 women or more in the comments of this viral video saying, this happened to me. I had two daddies that still to this day don't know about each other. Yeah. Over 20, it's 20 or more women in my comments now. One person said their dad found out when she was 14, she told. One lady is 30 and she still says her dads don't know about each other. Somebody in the comments.
Y'all listening to this, right? So, shout out to baby girl. We have to use innuendo. We have to use graft sometimes. We have to use subterfuge. Huh? What y'all know about subterfuge? Listen, man, I'm a different type of guy, y'all, man. You hear me? As an independent content creator, which is a new word being used to replace journalist, right? Because they want to get rid of journalism in the Ministry of Truth. There is no journalism. There's only what the state wants us to know as considered news. Y'all read 1984. There weren't any journalists in 1984. It was just the Ministry of Truth. Huh? Protect freedom of speech at all costs. We have to use subterfuge, graft, tact, innuendo. You hear me? Maybe even a little bit of connivery even. You hear me? In order to get a story across, to get some traction to it, man, to bring and shine light on the bigger picture. Right? See, this chick was completely making this story up. But do you see the amount of chicks in the comment section that just felt so comfortable through the so-called anonymity of the internet to just keep it 100? Like, shit, I got two niggas right now who think they did. Whores, man. Just whores.
Comment says their child now, they tell them to call the other dad No, that's his name. No. So it doesn't make sense when the child is trying to explain what's to the other dad what's going on. This is crazy. So if it's gotten this bad, guys, I advise y'all to get a DNA test. Okay? Well, I don't want to say it gotten this bad because, like I said, it's the women in the comments over 30, that says their dad still don't know to this day. It always been this way. I guess we just hearing more about it these days. But my story was made up. But to say I made my story up from, I watch a lot of Paternity Court. I love Judge Lauren Lake. So I watch a lot of Paternity Court. So some stuff from that, just watching that, and all of it's grown women that go on there still looking for their dads. Matter of fact, that's mostly all that's on there. Older women still looking for their dads, and they've been thinking two different men all this time.
So, guys, although this story,
sheesh, whores, man. Blade Market, don't forget graft, huh? Tact. TACT. You hear me? Spice things up a little bit, man. My favorite personal, though, is subterfuge, though. I love subterfuge. That's a beautiful word. Don't let it sound, it's like a big word, but it's not a big word. You hear me? So, man, I'm just saying, man, this is just proof. This is just confirmation of the information, y'all, man. When sit up here and say, and I do this not to like blame or bash women. I love women, specifically, especially Black women. Look, I love y'all. Do y'all understand how hard it is for me to turn down beautiful chocolate, flat stomach, nice thighs and ass, and pretty Black women? You know how hard that is for me to do? You know what I'm saying? It's very difficult. You know what I mean? Because if I wanted to have my way, I could have my way. It's so easy. You feel me? It's so easy. It's terribly easy. Even with y'all old, supposed to sophisticated chicks. It's easy. It's terribly. It's even easier with y'all. For me, anyway. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm an actual real one. You know what I'm talking about? I'm one of the guys that when chicks get around, they get into their row type shit. You feel me? Or they either gonna be extremely on it or extremely not. You hear me? I know that's crazy, right, man? And I think what's even iller behind this whole phenomenon is that there is no remedy or recourse for this. It's wild to sit here and think like a chick could be sitting here like, yeah, I'm pregnant by this dude, but I don't want him to, I need some money. Like, this is what's being put into their heads. And they just going on LinkedIn because that's where the affluent dude people be at on LinkedIn. You know what I'm saying? You go to LinkedIn, dude is the VP at some company. VP, he making $150K a year. You know what I'm saying? He the VP somewhere. You know what I'm talking about? He making like $175 a year, damn near $200K a year as the VP of some company, corporation. Huh? And she just look him up on LinkedIn or on Facebook or whatever, and just name, date of birth. That's it. Man, that is very dangerous, man. Very, very dangerous, man. He said, I was just spelling the words you mentioned that are commonly misspelled just so that the audience is not confused. Yeah, man. Thank you for that, Blademonger. Innuendo, subterfuge, man. Graph. Right. Not graph like squares, like parallel and horizontal, you know what I'm saying, coordinates. I'm talking about graphed. Graft. Yeah, graphed. Tells you you got to study language, man. You hear me? Study etymology. I'll be telling y'all that. Put an 11 in the chat if y'all would like for me to teach y'all lessons on etymology. Put 11 in the chat if y'all would like that. He did. Put a number 11 in the chat if you would tune in and tap in. If, like, say, every Sunday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I just go in for an hour breaking down the etymology on words, what they actually mean, the meaning of words, the origin of words. Not only the meaning of the words, but the origin, where they come from. It's over thousands of different dialects, thousands of different tones, thousands of different accents. You hear me? And understand, once you have an over inner outer understanding of etymology, the origin of words, you don't necessarily have to speak a language to understand it. I don't speak Latin, but I understand Latin Vulgate very, very well. That's why when I listen to that Jamaican dude talk, I don't understand fully what he's saying. I can make out what he's saying, though. I can get the gist of what he's saying. Y'all tap in for that? Y'all like that? How about y'all in the clouds, man? Y'all out there in the clouds, man. Y'all just put a collective 11 in the chat and say it's from the Cloud Watchers. If y'all want to see, if y'all want to see something like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Start breaking down the origin of these words, man. And you know which one I'm gonna start with for y'all? Depending on, because you know what I mean, I'm gonna be busy this Saturday and this Saturday and Sunday. So actually this Sunday, if I was to do it this Sunday, it wouldn't be till after 5 in the afternoon. You know, I got the show with me and Pops on that though. So I'm gonna figure it out, y'all. But one thing I'm gonna tell y'all is the first word I'm going to break down for y'all. I'm gonna break down the etymology of the word alkebulan. Damn, nah, they ain't all bad though, Mr. O. They ain't all bad, brother. You hear me? Just the overwhelmingly mass majority, but not all of them though. There's some good baby mamas out there, but that know what it takes to get with a guy, man, on this program. And if they ain't got a situation, if they meet enough, there's some girls who out there who know what it is. It's just a sad overwhelming majority though, or choose not to. And that's sad. You feel me? Let's finish tapping in with our brother O'Shea, man. We going in. You know how we do it, man. We about to end the show here in a second.
It's not true. The sad part of this story is that she said that 20 people in the comments were saying the exact thing happened to them. Right. That they have two different men believing that they're the father, that they don't know, that the men in their lives they're calling dad don't know about each other. What do we call that? Child paternity fraud. Now, I was on TikTok and I was looking at child paternity fraud and I was looking for a video that kind of spoke about it. And of course, I came across this video by Coach Greg Adams that explains it in better ways that I could explain it. Let's play that clip.
And the biggest abuses of child support in itself is not a crime in the United States. A woman can put any man on the birth certificate, can claim he's the father, can allow this man to raise the child for several years. And then if it is revealed that the person is not the father, nothing happens to her. And a matter of fact, any of the money that he invested in that child, time, energy, money, attention, it just goes to waste. And they just say, oh, you know what? Man up, guy, deal with it. That's just the way it is. Well, we're talking about equality here. The system itself demonstrates that there's no equality here. You can't tell me in the technology that we have today, you can't tell me in the country that we have today that a DNA test, simple DNA test swab cannot be performed on all newborn kids. And the funny thing is, you know who's balking at having this particular type of thing done? Women. They don't want it done. They're like, no, this is not fair. These men should just step up. They should just sign the birth certificate, and they should just take care of their duty.
So, guys, although the lady was wrong, I really want to deal with what Coach Greg Adams was talking about. That a woman actually can do this in the United States, get away with it, make the mistake. You can invest all that money into the child, and nothing happens. They tell you to man up. And if you don't think that this has happened to many men across these United States, especially in the black community, I mean, guy, you got to be joking. I mean, there's even guys suffering from child support in Jamaica, in the Caribbean, all over the black world, Britain. For what? for kids that are not theirs. That's the issue.
That's
children
wild.
that don't belong to them.
Wow.
And if you think that two men have never come to a situation where they both believe that they're the father and they're getting ready to come to fisticuffs, I think that you're fooling yourself. The reality is that so many men, and I'm going to say this, maybe this may cancel me, but let me get my Kanye on, right? So many men are dead or in jail, fighting each other, simply something that somebody else told them, mainly a lady, that, oh, I'm the real husband. Oh, I love you. You don't even know that she has somebody else. So many guys are in prison behind something like this. I'm the father. No, I'm the father. And the reality is you have men that don't know each other, that have no real quarrels with each other, but because they've been lied to by an outside force, the person who gets away with it is the perpetrator. And then you want to know why men don't want to have babies, why men are don't, when you look at these people talk about the toxic red pill community, the toxic manosphere.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not. So nowadays it seems like schools don't teach students the difference between single. They don't. They ain't teaching critical thinking and all that proper sense and structure and grammar and fucking. They got them kids on goddamn computers all goddamn day, man. Getting programmed and shit. Them kids are gonna be blind as shit by the time they get fucking 18, 19 years old. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Palmer, man. Shout out to Mr. Palmer, man. With the fuck child support campaign, man. We need to be supporting that brother on that, man. Y'all go there, subscribe to that brother, man. He got the merch and everything, man. I'm talking about he be having people on the program and everything, man. Support that brother, man. Fuck child support. Child support don't benefit nobody. It don't even benefit the baby mama. I'll tell you, man, they got to pay all them administrative fees, man. They get penalized when they don't pay for certain shit while being on child support. Did y'all know that? Are y'all aware of that? It ain't just that. I mean, they could just get up there and just go put random nigga money, but it's stuff they have to do as well. It's things they have to pay for out of that shit. And that's why I say it's a scam, because your kids don't even get the full of the money. It get taxed. It's certain things they got to pay at certain times with the money that they get in order to keep getting it. That's the stuff your baby mom ain't telling you. That's why she be calling you and asking about if you paid it or not yet. Because if you ain't paid it, they're going to start coming for her ass. Whether you pay your child support or not, that's on you. But the administrative fees that's on her end to pay, as being on it, she still has to pay those, whether you're paying it or not. Huh? They about to start having it to where y'all girls is going to be getting that money issued on a digitally, holographically, smart grid. It's going to start off with a card. They're going to start putting on the card, and then it's going to go straight on there. And everything that's laid out in that contract that this funds are to be spent on is meant to be spent on just that. They're going to allot this exact. They're going to break that shit down to a T. And that's all you're going to be able to use that card for. You're not going to be able to use it to go get some food or go get crab legs from goddamn it, Giant Eagle on sale. You ain't going to be able to go to Old Meyer and get them king crab legs on sale. There's some girls out here who be getting like $1,200 a month in food stamps, man. This stuff is crazy, man. It's getting out of control, man. Shout out to O'Shea, man. We're going to watch the rest of O'Shea video. We're going to close the show out after that, man.
When we talk about the things that are happening from the other side, people leave these things out. Paternity fraud is huge in America. Okay? Want to know why men are upset? Why men of all races are shying away from marriage? Because literally you can be the right guy doing the right thing. And something like this happens. And then guess what? Nothing happens to the lady at all. She gets away with it all. And then you wonder why marriages are declining, why guys are against the institution. And let me just tell you this, because a lot of times when we talk about, the red pill communities and the toxic manosphere, a lot of that anger can be taken out on individual experiences of women. But I'm going to say something that needs to be said. Governmental policies have made men hostile towards long-term relationships with the state regarding relationships with women. And that's something that I don't necessarily blame women for, because they're going to take advantage of it if they can. But I blame state governments and federal governments for what's going on. If you're going to be fair, if you're going to enforce correct laws, let it be more favorable towards the truth. I'm not even asking to be more favorable towards men. I'm asking to be more favorable towards the truth, because the state has turned so many men away from possible relationships with women, with wanting to be dealing with families. The state's done that, especially states like California. All right. Like, let's be real. California is literally broken men based off of its governmental policies. And when you look at the fact that you can do whatever you want to men and nothing happens, but if you're a guy and you happen to be on child support, you get broken, and oops, by the way, the kid isn't yours. That's the fundamental issue here. That's why the rise of the red pill rage, the manosphere has come about. Of course, guys are going to be upset, not necessarily with women individually, but the powers that be that have established what is the talk or the status quo of the day. Now, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke.
Well, sit up there and subscribe to the brother O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. This is crazy, man. This is absolutely insane, man. Yeah, and that's the coldest part right there, Uncle Diggity, man. All this is for population control, right? Hey, man. Now, let's see how long y'all been rocking with me. It's been about 6 months going on here now, a little over 6 months. Y'all remember when I had my homeboy K-Son Judah on the show? Put a number 11 in the chat if y'all remember when I had my homeboy K-Son Judah on the show, producer, engineer out of my city. He was at that time going to Full Sail University upon a couple months away from graduating. He done graduated now. You feel me? My man K-Son Judah, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have him do a couple tracks on this album too. You know what I'm saying? This new, my brother K-Son Judah, you know what I'm saying? He just dropped his heat right. I want y'all to hear this, man.
Since y'all want to know what's playing in my story.
That shit is fire right there. That sounds cinematic, you hear me? Sound like a Michael Myers movie or something, man. Son, fire on them tracks, you hear me, man? That shit sounded cinematic, didn't it, man? It sounded like a movie, didn't it? I'm telling you, my brother K-Son, fire with them tracks, man. He one of the coldest producers I ever met, man. That shit was fire. You hear me? Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother K-Son. I'm gonna have K-Son come back on the show here, man. We're gonna have a discussion, you know what I'm saying, talking about what he got going on. He graduated from Full Sail University. He's a full-fledged engineer, producer, certified through Full Sail University. You know what I'm talking about? He got new music on the way. You know, if you want to get them hot tracks, I'm telling you, my brother Cole, y'all just heard that shit right there. That nigga be making that shit right there in this crib, man. Fire shit. Super, super high quality shit. You know, that shit sounded raw as fuck. You know what I'm talking about? I fuck with my nigga, though, because he really nice for real, though. He got the booth in his crib and everything, you know what I'm talking about? So he ain't got to go Can't gotta get nobody no money for no studio time. You know what I'm saying? You can record everything right there and make that shit sound like some shit that came out of $1 million studio. You did. Make sure y'all go tap in with my brother K-Son Judah on YouTube. K-Son Judah, KSON_JUDAH. K-Son Judah. My nigga, one of the nicest, one of the coldest, man. You hear me? But yeah, though, man, we about to get up out of here, man. You know what I'm talking about? I appreciate everybody tapping in with me, walking with me. You know what I'm saying? All the support. Y'all hit that like button on the way out. You know what I'm talking about, man? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Shout out to all the real ones. Listen, ladies, man, it ain't never bashing in the sense of like trying to make y'all feel belittle y'all or, you know, because a nigga upset or whatever, none of that. But bashing and definitely severely criticizing because it's needed. It's due. You hear me? The indoctrination runs deep. If we don't expose the psyche thereof, it's going to be a perpetual, repetitive situation of the same fuckery going on, man. All right? And us being men who can see this shit, we will be doing ourselves and everybody else a disservice if we just don't say or do nothing, especially if we don't do nothing. And I think that's why they're pressing the gas, because they see niggas is linking up, man. They see real niggas coming on this motherfucker now. That's why they on that shit they on now. Y'all, they see real ones coming on this joint now, man. You know what I'm saying? We playing all these fuck niggas out and all this fuck shit out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us ain't too easy won over by ads and views and all that bullshit. We ain't willing to do fuckery just to get some damn popularity on goddamn at YouTube, man. We do this shit organically, man. You hear me? Do this shit raw out the paint. You know what I'm talking about, from the turf. You know what I'm talking about, man? I represent all y'all, man, the real ones, man, from the turfs of the different cities in this goddamn shithole called America, man. You hear me, man? I'm just like y'all, man. You hear me? Some of us are just alike, man. We grew up just the same, man. A lot of us grew up in single-parent homes, man. A lot of us had the privilege of growing up around some men who put us up on game, man. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of us was getting to that paper in the street, you know what I'm talking about, at one point in time. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of us was out there 10 toes down. A lot of us been out here messing with these bras. That's how we know you bitches. We know you bras, man. We've been out here mashing on y'all, smashing on y'all. You hear me? Since we was young boys in middle school. You understand me, man? Young boys. Catching that old Coda bus over there on that Saturday. You know what I'm talking about, when your mom and dad was at work. Yeah, that was me. When them PPQs used to jump off over there on that Republic. Whole neighborhood out there, 3 grills going, man. Niggas over here getting money and shit, man. It's all type of whips with big boy rims and shit. Niggas out there with chains and shit. Niggas talking about bands in their pocket. Niggas out there trap bunking, you know, talking about food everywhere. Girls love that type shit, man. And y'all be willing to do anything just to be around. Pretty girls too, very nice looking girls. Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? So I know y'all very well. Like I always say, and it always makes the chicks feel some type of way, fellas. I know y'all better than y'all know yourselves, and I don't have to ever have met you in my life. A man giving, what my man Blade Marker say? A man giving a woman instructions is a waste of a man's time if she's not fluent in her language of the tongue. Yeah, etymology, grammar, from that. Yeah, exactly. They definitely are, Blade Marker. That's why I have so much respect for Sinful, man. Not so much as what he was doing, but the way he was doing it, though, was respectful in the sense that it's teaching order and structure. You hear me? Like I say, man, I don't give a damn how many degrees a chick got, how long she done sit up there and went to goddamn indoctrination / education school. You hear me? I don't care about none of that. This goddamn gang, man. You hear me? This 41, let's see, 30, this 28 years, you hear me, of experience, actual life in real time, on top of everything else, nigga. You hear me? 2 p.m. Sundays. Yeah, probably not this Sunday, but you know, next Sunday after I get my schedule all right, man, because I'm starting another JOB, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to stack up some bread, and the opportunity came my way that's very lucrative for me. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm going to go ahead, sit up there and take advantage of it, because it's very lucrative. It's not going to prevent me from doing anything else I'm doing. Matter of fact, it's enhancing some things. You feel me? So I got to take advantage of the opportunity, you dig? So we're going to be able to make that happen on the Sunday. You know, so we go in at 2 p.m. on Sunday. Then we're going to go in on 7 p.m. on Sunday for Spiritual Roots Sunday. You know, I'm talking about 2 a days on Sundays. We're going to break down that etymology on 2 p.m. You hear me? Oh, for sure. I got to do that because, listen, and this is the reason why I do what I do out here in real streets. I'm out here in the real turf. I'm out here on the streets actually getting to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I always do. Like I say, man, I'm going to get into it. Ain't nothing to it. And I'm going to do it like we used to it. You know what I'm talking about? You dig me? Going to definitely do it. That's as I say, I don't feel like I put enough work here on this YouTube yet to be asking y'all to be giving me, you know, something to ask y'all like that. So I say people who contribute, I appreciate that, right? But I ain't going. I don't feel like it's time for me to do that. Yeah, I'm too thorough for that. You hear me? Too real. You know what I'm talking about? I don't think I put in enough work yet. Let me get to 1,000+ subs, and then I feel like it's because it's, you know, it's mighty difficult to get to 1,000 subs, y'all. But I believe before the end of the summer, I will get there. You feel me? I believe that. I believe by the end of the summer, end of August, I will get there. Or at least it's possible. You feel me? So tap in, walk with me, y'all, man. I'm gonna leave y'all what y'all want to hear, man. I got requests, man, for it's ladies' night, y'all. Lady, regardless of all this tonight, man, you listen. I open up the panel when y'all want to come through. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all more than welcome to come up and speak y'all piece, what y'all's feelings, what y'all's thoughts and views on these situations we be talking about over here. Ladies' night is not to make y'all feel bad or to bash y'all. I want y'all to understand. That's why I tell y'all to study word when y'all say the word back, because y'all be saying these words and y'all don't know what they mean. And y'all think that bashing is a bad thing when it just simply means to severely criticize, which a lot of us are in severe need of. I can take bashing. I can take severe criticism. My skin is thick. Nothing offends me. Literally nothing. There's nothing you could say to me to offend me, save for insulting my intelligence. I find that highly offensive. Anything else just doesn't matter to me. Right? It just doesn't. You feel me? I mean, it really doesn't. I promise you. Everything I love. Not a little bit. Only thing that actually gets on my nerves is shout out to my man Blade Monger, came through with a contribution. I didn't even peep that until just now, man. You feel me? You did. Y'all know what it is, man. Support the real ones though, man. Outside of, you know what I'm saying, you know, just hit the like button, subscribe, share on your social engineering, on your TikToks and your Facebooks and all that. That's supporting as well, right? Yeah, you're severely, constructively, critically criticizing, right? That's all it says. It's just some straightening. That's all it is. It's just straightening, which a lot of us need. You hear me? Ain't nothing wrong with no straightening. That's why I like the Migos for making it. Ain't nothing on straightening. Ain't nothing wrong with some straightening. You know what I'm saying? Even I need straightening every now and again, man. I'm not above or beyond reproach. Huh? I can be questioned and challenged and critiqued. You hear me? Checked, reprimanded, corrected. When my nigga Gino say, your toes ain't richer. You hear me? Don't ever get it twisted, y'all. Listen, man, don't ever get this fucked up, y'all. You hear me? When I tell y'all I'm one of y'all, I'm one of y'all, man. I'm not above or below, man. You hear me? I find my brethren especially to be my equals, man. Until you prove to me you not. But I definitely don't look at no female or woman as an equal in any shape, form. And I don't care how anybody takes that. I don't look at any woman as my equal, shape, form. I don't care what her status in life is. Not equal to me in any form or fashion. Can't be. All right. So thank y'all for coming out, man. Tapping in, walking with us, man. What y'all want to hear? I'm going to show this ladies' night, man. Any of the ladies in attendance, what y'all want to hear a song, man? You know what I'm saying? What y'all want to hear? I got a song idea that I want y'all to play. Because y'all know that this damn SoundCloud. I'm probably have to pay a commercial, which I think I am. But I got a song for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be off of my brother. Hold on, man. I wish I could get my man Glitch to Guarantee. Hold on, let me see if I can get Glitch to Guarantee joined on here. See if I can get my man Glitch to Guarantee song here. I think we have it on here if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on that. ain't nothing from Up and Smoke on here. Damn, I'm gonna have to get that joint, man. I'm gonna have to ask Glitch, man. Damn, I wish my nigga Glitch was here so he could tell me where I can get that song at, man. This ain't. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and play this one then. You dig? Oh, all right, here we go. I'm gonna play this song for y'all from my man. Oh, where the rest of this one is at? Oh, ain't that it is. Okay, we're gonna do this right here because I know it's one on this joint, man. What? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, you already know what it is, man. Me too, man. You gotta always remain teachable, man. The only thing that's gonna get in your way of your learning is your education. Right? Remember what I just said? That's a famous quote from Albert Einstein, and the only thing that got him to learn in my learning is my education. You feel me? That's the only thing that gets in the way of our learning is our education. Education is akin to indoctrination, programming, right? Preemptive, predictive programming, all right? Severe mind fuckery. And I'm here to help y'all decipher that shit. Thankful for me, and I say thankful for y'all too, not being cocky or arrogant, right? Thankful for being for y'all as well. Most High help me with this shit. I'm not abusing it. I could be abusing it. Closing out with this song right here off of my brother Rain Man, album Rainstorm.
Yeah. I was already stuck first time I just smacked out. Just had to get a name and a number to dial. I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling your style. And if my phone out of space, I'm creating a foul. So your hair look plush, then you're killing the wedges. Just pencil me in, we can run through some sketches. Bread still good, even taking off edges. And I normally don't cuff, but you getting arrested. Used to pick hot spots, front seat or back. Yo, you shine, now you lying, that's before the fact. She be getting so wet, we be searching for towels. Then beat it real good, shit, take me to trial. Since you keep me on my toes, I can make you my queen. You the first thing I see when I open my screen. Every time life try to make us forget, just remember destiny is as good as it gets.
Kiss you, yeah, I just wanna feel you. I want you around.
Yeah. Let's cut to the chase. I'm sick as the flu. Yeah. Plus high in the cloud, smoking this fabulous fruit. I'm overly proud, thoughts be pertaining to you. I'm sipping this crown, thinking about licking on you. Since I've been around, I noticed the shit that you do. I see. Bite your lip and wink your eye, shorty the truth. Put a twinkle in my eye when I'm in between them thighs. It ain't never been about what I won't do. Check out my game plan, baby. I'm a coach too. Fourth and go, I run it in like I'm supposed to. Wear that ass out, and you was past due. Now you assed out, and that's a great view. I wanna fuck now, you wanna fuck too. I break the Dutch down, and then I break you off proper. Have you screaming, baby, baby, like I'm Big Papa. Living life, I'm just trying to see us both prosper. You feel me?
I wanna kiss you, yeah,
wanna feel you. I want you around. I want you around.
Check me out. When I first met Shorty, I had to stay on my toes. I already had a reputation for how I played with them hoes. She asked me, was it true? I looked her in the eye and said no. But the truth is, we really had this vibe from the dope. I remember when you pulled up and a nigga was stressed. Valentino bag with that black tight ass dress. You really sat down and helped me decide what's best. Almost slid your ass a ring that night, I confess. Backseat sessions, we couldn't wait for the crib. Fucking in the park all night, going at it like kids. I was hesitant at first, but I'm glad that we did. Cause if I didn't follow suit, then I had to renege. Promise to always stay true, we gonna go to the top. Don't listen to them jealous bitches, baby, they just want your spot. We gonna stick to the script and stay focused on guap, so we can sit out on the ocean, floating on yachts.
Yeah. We'll let y'all go ahead and ride out this the guarantee. This is a classic banger right here, man. You hear me?
2020 got me seeing so clear.
Oh, telling you said that too, like.
We back at it, Ray.
One of my favorite joints.
Them dollars still circulating too.
The guarantee. Tap in, walk with the we see y'all tomorrow night. Friday night rapper. Let's go.
Glitch, let me take off, man. They can't handle this. My team move tactical. We cover all parameters. They try to trace our path like a medical examiner. It's like we're playing 2K, but we turning off the stamina. Confirm we not amateurs. Please play your position. If I call a play for my shooters, you headed to the bench. I'm blowing on some Christmas, steady focused on my mission. It'll be a rough ride like we on the road with no suspension, but I'm good with the tension. I flourish under pressure. The way I play these jokers, you would swear I'm Heath Ledger. I keep the B redder underneath the G sweater. And when the drama's on, we prime cut, we beef better. I rep these 3 letters to the death of me. We came a long way since we had concealed weaponry. We let you copy our style, but the G sold separately. Guarantee and rain is one hell of a recipe. Let's get it.
We don't want it if the love fake. Glitch and rain shit, we make them dollars circulate. 2020, yeah, we really about to make it shake. Grinding hard, trying to make them dollars circulate. All my niggas eat, and we already ate. Plate full, E&E, we here to regulate. Blowing gas, you can smell that shit from outer space. Cause all we trying to do is make them dollars circulate. Glitch, nigga, my legacy becomes more important than 7 C's. I be overseas with my bitch, we eating Lebanese. Circulating these dollars while I be blowing trees. Kinda grip I got on this money, you make your fingers bleed. Still a nigga, count it up, mind your business, please. Step in my office, I teach you niggas about policies. Rain hit me up, he told me he where them dollars be. I know my nigga taking it up, now that's a guarantee. 7-digit nigga shit, I'm trying to be number 1 in the draft, nigga, 2003. E&E the click, you niggas could never worry me. I keep a sniper right in the corner, I call him Danny Green. Wow, balling on you niggas, every shot a swish. Isolation, so I'm waving off the pick. 1 of 1, I'm just here to set the record straight. Cause all we trying to do is make them dollars circulate. We don't want it if the love fake. Glitch and rain shit, we make them dollars circulate. 2020, yeah, we really about to make it shake. Grinding hard, trying to make them dollars circulate. All my niggas eat, and we already ate. Plate full, E&E, we here to regulate. Blowing gas, you can smell that shit from outer space. Cause all we trying to do is make them dollars circulate. Yeah.
Hard Black Mama. Tap in with us tomorrow night. Y'all know how we do it. E&E Fridays. We might be at E&E Studios over there at King L's crib. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know how we do it every Friday. Friday night wrap up. current events, trending topics, E&E music, classic, new, old. We get into it. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. We're gonna see y'all tomorrow. You did.